All right, shooing the dog away. The dog away. Sorry.
Shooing the dog away? What?
No. Okay. Okay. Let's start this live stream over again. Morning, Doug.
Ready?
Morning. Oh yes. Is it Doc? Yes. Is it Doc o'clock? Yeah, it's that time. Definitely that time. Is this actually live or a replay of the day before? No, it is actually live. It's a new day. Good to have you with us. And you joined us right at the very start. There, Dana Messway or Martin. That's good. That's good. And we have Doug Eiffel. We're going to pull up your file here in a minute. I just wanted to finish doing that. I'm going to go ahead and exit where I'm currently at. And I need to exit all the way to the desktop because Major Payne redeemed first. Hi, Major Payne. How you doing? Let's have some fun, eh? Oh boy.
And I have a redemption from the end of last stream that I have to do, that I would do, except Doc absconded with the space elevator. So I guess that will wait until Doc's done with his troubleshooting with Doug.
Okay, very good. 62 stream streak for Lexi. And Achroma says, hi kids. He must be talking about you and Spencer, Robert. And the Monkey with Drip has his usual greeting was nobody says it as good as Garrett does though.
Yeah, Garrett's got that vocal fry down.
Yeah. Fire Phoenix says hello, and Officer Doug Eiffel here, and Chromachin says hello, and a Chroma. And no, I'm talking about everyone present. Okay, are you my senior? Or do
No.
you just call me a kid because I play all the time? I'm a kid at heart. That's it. I'm a kid at heart. So Thomas, yes, C, yes, Y7S5E, okay. The Monkey with Drip, Spencer got a good wazah, yeah.
Wazah!
Yeah, that's Spencer. I guess he does get a good one. Okay, ever gonna play Cyberpunk?
No, Doc is not going to ever play Cyberpunk.
Okay, it doesn't sound like one that I'd probably play. A redemption. Are you going to murder somebody close to you? No, I'm not going to. I'm trying to make you feel like a kid again. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, I'm going to get the file. I was told where it's at. Or where it is, should I say. And it's Doug.save, you said?
That's it.
Alrighty, I'm going to copy that.
Doc, did you make any way to get up to your new super high tower that's way out of the way and annoying to get to?
Yeah, of course I do. I get up and down it all the time.
Oh, I should probably go. Oh, you're still loading. Okay, so we're staying here.
Okay.
Oxford Manor asks, how did you get that banner? The one above your head, Doc.
The one above my head? The one ping players? We have a very creative person in our midst. His name is Robert, and he was able to create that banner and paste it into the video so I could start with sitting at my desk here and have it above my head. So I'm going to hit load here.
It's making a poster in Photoshop, or its equivalent in, I use Affinity, and then getting it really close to the right location, and then just throwing it through AI and say, hey, make this look realistic. And it doesn't. Oh, he says, no, the Doc University banner.
The Doc University banner. Okay.
Same technique.
Same technique, yep. Yep, so I could hang it up in my office. Alright, obviously I have to exit because it didn't find it at first for some reason. Doug.save in with all the other ones. Okay. Where am I going? Okay. Oh, come on. Please. Just be easy once.
Nah.
There it is. There it is.
It'll never be easy.
Okay. It says that I haven't played... I haven't... Okay. Okay. That must have been when I created the folder. Thank goodness. Alright, let's see if it picks it up this time. I wish you wouldn't take control of your mouse. You know, during the opening screens, I'd love to be able to just take care of business. Oh, Major Payne says he has a question. Let's see if I can load Doug. Okay, why am I not seeing...
Is it going in the save folder for the other version of the game?
Other version?
Yeah, are you putting it in your Steam save folder instead of Epic?
I am putting it in the Steam one.
Oh, so you're loading up your Steam version of the game?
Yeah. And I'm not getting it, so I'm gonna...
I just dropped it in both because I can't ever remember which save file folder is the correct one.
Yeah. So we go to save games here. I put it in this one, and it's there under save games in that number. The save games folder for Epic is here, one starting with an E, and that's, you know, the second try of the one that we've been doing. So I've got it here along with what looks like all the rest.
Okay, I'm going to show it on screen
Okay.
because I don't know what's going on here. Okay, and show me the one you're saying is definitely Epic.
Is this one? That's where
Okay,
we're
what's that other weird folder?
I don't know why that was created. It looks like a Steam folder, but that's all it has in it. And both of them have the Steam Auto Cloud, but this is dated 5/20, which is today, of course.
And
The other
let's
one
see.
is dated a long time ago.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let's look in game again.
okay. Move that over here.
And we're seeing nothing there.
Now, it could be in here and I'm just missing it.
It showed at the very top for me.
Yeah, that's where it normally shows for me.
Can you just click over to join game and then back to load? Well, that's just silly.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm seeing this Vanilla 1.2, new Vanilla 1.2. Oh, is that the name of his?
There it is.
Oh, it's not Doug.save. That's Doug.save down here. This is the name he gave it.
There we go.
Okay, let's load that thing. I don't know what kind of mods created in a newer version. That shouldn't hurt anything.
Oh.
It shouldn't. Well. Okay.
Maybe we jump over to experimental and join it in the experimental. Since you already copied it both folders, might as well open an experimental.
Well, I didn't copy it to both folders, but I will.
Okie doke. And what plane is that in the background, Doc?
That is a plane in the Dubai Air Show. They're showing a 777 there, and in the front they're showing one of the oh gosh, That's not an Apache. That might be the tail of an Apache. I'm not as familiar with the helicopters, but
Okay. And who makes those?
Boeing does. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You just didn't do much of the military side.
Correct. I'm much more familiar with the oh gosh, I've got to go copy it again. With the commercial side.
Okay. And the Chroma's he has a bunch of stuff he has to do during the stream, so he won't be here for a while, but
Okay.
he'll hang out as long as he can.
All right. I need to go to YouTube videos. That's it. And you put it in the root here. There it is. I can copy it again. And now I can move up here to...
And of course, Mark reminds us that we have to build Doc University. So maybe that might need to be a centerpiece for the members world.
Okay. And paste it there. Okay, Doug, save is there. I'll minimize that. Actually, I won't minimize that. I'll go up to my desktop. I need to make a link for this, and I'll go into experimental, see if it loads there.
This might be a challenge mode, but what's the nose of that airplane right behind your head?
The nose of the airplane right behind my... I don't know. That's somebody else's plane. It's not a configuration of... Boeing doesn't build small planes like that.
Oh, that's a small plane nose?
Yes, that's a small plane.
Gotcha.
That's weird. Okay.
And Chroma asks, is that a shuttle of some kind we're seeing?
That is a scramjet author's idea of what a scramjet plane would look like launching a satellite pod from it.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
of course it's not here.
of course not. Wow.
This is what happens when we decide to do things 5 minutes before stream.
We're having so much good luck.
I just threw it in both folders and loaded up and found it, so...
Okay. So, I put it here, and it's not there. Okay, where's Doug? It didn't show up as being there.
Oh.
We'll paste it.
Oh, Chroma says maybe that small nose... He said that small nose looked like a shuttle nose.
Oh, no. The shuttle was much more rounded. It didn't have a point like that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a small business, either a small business jet or a commuter jet, one of the two.
That would make sense for Dubai Air Show.
Yeah, lots of different ones. Okay, I'm going to exit here. I'm going to confirm, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to launch it again. Yeah, so this is a satellite pod ready to go up into whatever satellite orbit it needs to. That's the satellite on the tip, and this is just the propellant piece of it there. And those are two scramjet engines. The idea of a scramjet being it's mostly propelled by compressed air going through its nacelle. So, all right, we'll try one more time to
There
move
it
it along.
is.
There it is. And let's load her up and see if it loads. Okay. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Okay. That's Doug. Okay. That's looking out the window. I'm underwater, obviously, and
Well, you can always play Productive Packer.
there's the concrete pillar. I sure would like to know what's wrong with this world.
Oh, I had to say I redeemed Butterfinger.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops. I'm glad they don't let you drown in this world. Okay, why am I in the middle of the water and why is the hub at the bottom of the sea?
Hey, Doc, could you put your mic in position?
Yeah, I could.
That's helpful.
That's, I'm sure, very helpful. You know, those little things you forget, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
All right, Doug. Is the joke on me? Okay.
Bacon says, stop playing Subnautica.
Don't you know it?
Apparently. Have you walked into one of those before?
I have not walked into one of those
Give
before.
it a shot. It'll be fine, I promise.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. To configure
apparently-
Alien Augmenter, no alien power matrices in it. Okay. So you want me to just walk into here, huh? Yeah, see how well it works for me. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. It stunned me, obviously. How in the world did you get this to do that? To do this? To be totally underwater.
I imagine it would require building out here and then nudging everything down and then removing the path. I think that's all you can do.
I would love to see the pod launch from here.
That would be great.
That would be fun.
And hello, call sign Wolfman. Good
And
to have
so,
you here.
what am I supposed to be looking to fix here, huh?
You know, he didn't give any more context. I think this is all there is.
I think this is all there
There's a
is.
very small save file.
Thank you. I appreciate the fun. I do. Oh, what happened to my server? Did I just replicate the error you're getting all the time, Robert?
Uh-huh.
All right.
You have to go find it and log back in.
Okay. That's too bizarre. Okay, I'm gonna... Boy, that's a weird noise. Okay, so it's in Discord somewhere, right, Robert?
Yeah, he sent it to me. I'm going to pop back to the chatting overlay so you can do what you need to do.
Well...
Achroma says, by the way, I was chatting with another guy. He says I should get a 1800 or 2000 range card for future games.
800 or 2000?
He says he wrote 1800, but he probably is meaning 1080.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fine. I'd say the 1000 series is currently passable, but it's getting pretty old now.
All right, getting the ping players information back up here.
The Google says hi from the Netherlands.
All right.
Well, we do have a couple of questions that we can ask once Doc gets back here in the server. Just letting Kilo Sierra Charlie and Major Payne know. We'll get you guys in. Oh, okay. Chroma, if he's saying something about 1660, he's talking about AMD cards, and I don't know the AMD numbering system or schema at all. When I was saying 1080 and 2060, those are, or the 2080 or whatever,
those are NVIDIA.
systems.
Yep.
So I know Spencer is running a 1060, and he was able to get on Subnautica, although it was pretty rough. But you have a lot better CPU than he does, so.
All right. Good. I'm finally getting a few encased industrial beans so I can make. Anyway, they're not seeing. Oh yeah, they are seeing me.
I just swapped, yeah.
Okie dokie. Okay.
Well, Doc, do you want to answer a couple of university questions?
Sure. Gosh, it's a little bit on the early side to get those, but that's cool. Let me just set up my screen so I can see the text messages. Okay, good. Major Payne has a question. Okay. So Major Payne has a question. It says, okay, which is better? 1, to make ingots at the nodes, or 2, have all the ore sent to a factory and do it all from there. I'm building my first factory and started making ingots at the nodes, then moving the ingots to the factory, but wondering if sending the ore would be better. You know, at the very beginning, I was a strong proponent of making the ingots at the site, at where the mine is. But later on, I found that requires you to kind of build foundations where the miner is, and all that stuff. So I've done it both ways. I've made the ore at the site, and then moved the ore, because sometimes the ore is less quantity than the actual the ingots are less quantity than the actual ore, so it makes it easier to transport it, and you can transport a higher quantity. At the same time, there's some that are not that way, that the ore and the ingots are exactly the same, like in the case of iron especially. When you get to something like coal, you're going to be wanting to move the coal and the iron ore to the factory, because you got to put them together. And there are times when the iron and the coal aren't necessarily in the same spot. So it's really an either or. It's situational, depending on what your real need is. A lot of times the ore gets made into ingots. That's always the first step. So it's really a choice whether you want to do it there and transport the ore complete or not. And I'm really divided as to which is which. The longer I play, it seems to matter less and less. So that's kind of a non-answer, but it really is totally up to you, because a lot of times it's transporting the same quantity, and only occasionally do you have a quantity of finished ingots that are less than the ore. So your choice from that point. So let's go ahead and go back to the game. So do you have Major Payne, or do you cause Major Payne?
That's a great question. Okay, then we have one by Kilo Sierra Charlie, as soon as I can find it.
Okay, there it is. And we have another question from Kilo Sierra Charlie, KSC. Okay. Hey Doc, I'm stuck in making stuff just work. I made a 9,000 megawatt, 9 gigawatt fuel plant, but the game seems to start slipping away in terms of hardness. Yes, as in all games, as you progress through the game, it gets more and more difficult. In the case of this game, it gets more and more complex. You learn certain aspects of the game, you learn certain theory, and then you have to apply that theory to more and more complex situations. So, yes, it does get harder. But if you take a step back from it and say, well, I'm still making a manifold, I'm just making a manifold with a bigger machine. I'm still making a manifold. When I started, it was with a constructor. It only required one input, and then you got one thing out. Then I went to an assembler where I had to have two things brought to it, and then I get one thing out. Then you get the manufacturer where, oh my gosh, I've got to bring 4 items to here to mix all those together to make your one item. So realistically, it's still, there's inputs and then there's outputs, and you get a part that probably will go into another part that's a little bit more advanced. So realistically, yes, it does get harder in the complexity, but the principles along the way are all the same. If you can keep that in mind and keep reflecting back on the fact that it's the same principle, it's just more inputs or different inputs. Sometimes it's liquids, like in the case of a coal electrical generator, coal generator. You've got to have water and you've got to have coal, 2 at different inputs. The complexity only is the different inputs and not really the philosophy of the game. It does require you to create enough space for them. Like you'll see in a few minutes with my current live stream, I've got a lot of space when I got to the point where I needed to create a manifold of manufacturers. Those manufacturers take up a lot of space. Got to have a lot of floor space. So yeah, it gets more complex in the respect that if you want good production, you've got to create more floor space in order to accomplish that. But the principles are always the same. You learn a little bit about moving liquids. You learn about moving product. You learn about trains. You learn about trucks. You learn about drones. The different tools to do all those things, but it's still, these products in gives you a product out, and that product goes on to another product that's a little more complex. So if you remember that, you'll be good to go all the way to phase 5 and finishing the game. So hopefully that helps, and let's go back to the game. Hopefully, Robert, you can make sense of that enough to make a decent Q&A out of.
Yeah.
I kind of rambled a bit.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think you got some good stuff there.
Yep. We got 27 people in YouTube already, Robert. We're exceeding expectations.
Good. Yeah, we're streaming on a new day, so we're kind of testing out doing a morning stream on Tuesday and an afternoon stream on Wednesday.
Yep.
And then a morning stream on Thursday. So
Okay.
we appreciate everybody here.
Yeah, we do.
And Major Payne, by the way, responded. He says you answered perfectly.
Okay.
And to answer the Major Payne question, Mom always called me a Major Payne in the A, so I just kept the name.
You didn't get enough of running a factory cart on the sand yesterday? You gotta be kidding me. I couldn't get anywhere. How am I gonna get a heart?
It's so much fun.
That's why it's so much fun, you say. All right, sure. I've got to go to an equipment workshop. Oh, do I really have to do it in a factory cart? Can't I do it in an Explorer instead? Please? Pretty please with sugar on top? At least an Explorer moves. Please. I'm not hearing from you, Mark. I'm not hearing from you. I need you to come back with. I'm begging you, please.
You gotta do it for at least a bit.
Well, see, I don't even know where I can get to get to a wreck
I
with a
think
factory
you just
card?
need to go west and get out to the Rocky Desert.
Guys, you don't get to see a lot of what goes on in the background. You see Doc got on his computer about 2.5, 3 hours early just so he could work on his factory because he knew inevitably if he live streamed it, he wouldn't be allowed to do anything.
Which means he's accomplished plenty today and have all the fun he wants doing this.
Exactly. So take it away, guys. Go for it.
So, because this remains are resting upon a water spout, I can't pick up the remains. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, shucks.
I'd say that that's a bug in the system, don't you?
Oh, shucks. I think it's just saving it from yourself.
Saving me from myself.
Where's the factory card, Doc?
It's I don't know how to make one.
Oh.
I can't figure it out.
Dementia setting in.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, Fire Phoenix, the countdown is for the release of 1.2.
Yeah.
Top left up there.
And we've already talked about what special thing we're going to do for 1.2.
Yeah, and Callsign Wolfman has so many questions today.
He does.
So as soon as you get your butt in a factory cart and on the dunes, we'll ask you another question.
Do I have to put all of me in it, or just
Yes.
just my backside?
Well, I mean, we don't need to talk about the size of your backside. That's fine.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
You brought it up. Don't act like I did it.
You're cruel. Okay. I have a factory cart.
Are you going north to...
North to...
fall off the map or something?
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I can fall off the map and just get lost.
There you go.
What? Okay, that was IMOCD.
You can only use one hand to play, and it must be your non-dominant hand. Just kidding. Enjoy the stream, sir.
Thank you for the donation, also.
Yeah, Callsign, if you slow down for a little bit, that'd be good. But
Okay, what is going on?
Captain Cables says, I'm in and out because of work. Are you playing with randomized nodes?
No.
He says, I'm having so much fun with the randomness, but none of my nearby oil nodes are close to water, so there's a fun new challenge.
Yeah. And have you run into any uranium nodes in odd spots that you wish they weren't?
Doug says, is my save fixed? I'm dying to play.
I was unable to do any repairs.
He did try his best, though. He really did.
Oh, this card is absolutely ridiculous. Will it go through water? No, but it exits me out.
Doug says, I believe you.
I'm glad you believe me. I don't know what you did to that thing.
Acroman says, nah, Doc's doing a fairly easy playthrough.
A fairly easy playthrough.
100x space elevator parts is easy.
Yeah.
Doc, I'm vetoing your default 2 industrial storage container storage for many things.
You're not allowed to do that. I'm the boss.
Oops.
So which one did you do that on?
I just sunk an entire storage container with this one.
Smart plating was the worst thing you could have sunk.
No.
It's hard to make it. I'm trying to find somewhere flat to be able to put a factory cart, so I can actually drive the factory cart.
Officer Doug is correct. That factory carts just have very poor handling when just on the ground.
That's why Mark wants to torture me with it.
It cannot handle anything going uphill hardly at all.
Yeah. All right. It's time to go kill some beasties.
So Captain Cable says, I was very fortunate, no awkward uranium. But there's also seemingly only 2 sulfur nodes in the entire world. So that's fun.
It just means you haven't found the 3rd or 4th one. I know that there were at least 3 clustered together in the south of the map with before that was randomized. So from what I understand of that, it randomizes the nodes, but it does not take away any nodes. In other words, it randomizes the location, but doesn't change the quantities. So hopefully you'll find those sulfur nodes.
If the in-game sounds are delayed, we can fix that real quick. It just takes a moment. I'm not sure what causes it, but just deactivating and reactivating his camera works to sync them back up usually.
His camera?
Yeah, sorry, your monitor.
Okay, how do I do that?
I already did it. It's done in OBS.
Oh, okay.
Chroma says, you just need to know how to drive like you're constantly hydroplaning everywhere. Okay, so Officer Doug has a little bit extra detail on the randomness. He says, I'm making a video on it. The number of nodes stays the same, but you can absolutely have fewer nodes of a certain type or purity. The odds of it happening are, in a truly painful way, are astronomical, to the point of being impossible. Like 52 zeros the ends of those odds.
Mark is figuring out other ways that he can abuse me. You read those?
Yep. He says, attacking beasties. I might have to update the attack mode of those beasties. That way you'll stay in the factory cart as stated. Doc can't see a beastie without killing him, so you can get the paltry couple of points. So he can get more coupons.
Paltry couple of points.
Right now it takes 5 million points to get a coupon.
Okay. How many DNA points does it take?
25,000.
Okay. Considerably less.
Yeah.
That factory cart is just too wimpy. Make the beasties aggressive. Do you have your clock overlay at
No,
all?
sir.
How do I know that you're keeping the time accurately?
Because you trust me and love me and would never think anything less.
I love you, but when it comes to torture, I don't trust you. Honestly, I don't trust you.
Okay, Greasers now hostile. So, Callsign Wolfman asked me and Spencer what we think of Subnautica 2 so far. I think it's very beautiful. I haven't played enough of it to really get the vibe, you know, to really know what I'm doing. I know there's a lot of exploration to do, but I haven't really sunk my teeth into it yet.
How in the world is he expecting me to drive that factory cart anywhere?
I don't know.
I mean, it's all rock. It's all rock up here.
Hey, Spencer?
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed it. I am going to wait until I get a better graphics card before I continue playing it, just because until, like, while it's loading in, until it's, like, fully loaded, it's tragic, honestly, with my current graphics card. But once I have that, like, I actually really enjoyed playing it, and I thought it was a lot of fun. It's a little bit out of my normal game range, so it'll be stretching my my interest a little bit, but I will definitely go back and play it.
Officer Doug says, is this a tortured dock save? Because I have ideas.
It is. All live streams are torture, Doc.
Okay, Doc, you know what? You put in some valiant effort. I think it's time for a couple of questions from Callsign Wolfman.
Okay. If I can stop spinning. Okay. All right. Let's go. 12 hours, 10 minutes, 12 days, 10 hours, 14 minutes, and 16 seconds. Cool. Let's go. Oh, you're still finding it?
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were ready.
Yeah.
Golly.
You know what? I would have been, but it erased the oldest ones, so I guess I can't hold them for that long. We had a lot of good questions, but he just repeated one of his, so we'll go to that one. Maybe. Riveting content, I know.
All right. I'm going to just keep on trying to go.
Well, unfortunately,
I'm stuck again.
Wolfman, you're gonna have to give me your best question again, and we'll have Doc answer it.
I fell in a hole.
Okay, see you later, Chroma. Bacon says, my mom's mobility scooter drives faster than this cart.
No kidding.
I have it on good authority that if you paint flames on the side, the mobility scooter will go faster. The factory car will likely stay the same because it's regulated.
And then Wolfman says, Robert, what about Star Rupture?
You haven't played much of Star Rupture since you played with me that time. Have you?
Yeah, I haven't. Well, I mean, yeah, but I put a lot more hours into Star Rupture than I have Subnautica 2. It's pretty good. If you really like factor games and you know you're looking for something new to stick your teeth into, it's definitely a different take than Satisfactory. I think my favorite thing about it is how much the demand system for the logistics works, how different that is from Satisfactory's push system, and I appreciate that a lot. It means that there's a lot more opportunities for creating a really cool like main bus, and I kind of want to experiment with that, the idea of making a big main bus down the center of your factory and finding a way to let your machines use this big shared bus. Although, you know, as always, it'll be more efficient just to make a bespoke line for every single, you know, thing you're manufacturing. By the way, Spencer, Bacon says, flames on your PC do make it go faster, if that helps.
Yeah, there just wouldn't be much of a PC left by the time it arrived. Trust me, there's been days when I wanted to try putting flames on the PC.
I'll bet.
Decorative flames, decorative, you know.
Oh, he meant decorative.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
my bad.
Well, I don't think decorative frames would do any good at all. Do you?
I don't know. Robert thinks a lot. Cosmetic things help a lot, especially when it comes to his desk setup.
Excuse me, am I catching shade for my beautiful desk setup?
Never said it wasn't beautiful.
Well then. I will have to post a picture of what I have here for everybody to see.
This is what happens when you give a grown man a 3D printer and tell him to have fun.
Yep. You know what, Doc? Because I have some control over the stream, I'm going to go ahead and show the picture of my desktop pretty right now, because I can.
I killed it.
He's too powerful.
Good job, Doc.
You gonna show the picture of your desktop? I don't see it yet.
Well, I have to take the picture, then I have to get it uploaded, so it's good. It's going to take a minute, but...
Okay.
Wolfman, if you could put it here in chat, we need to be able to pull it up from chat when you have good... There you go, that's a great question. Doc, we have 2 questions for you.
Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Callsign Wolfman has a question. He says, for starting phase 3, what are the great locations to build a fuel generator and leave and forget, as well as upgrade in the future? Where can you build it so you can just leave it and forget it, and upgrade it in the future if you want to come back to it? For starting phase 3, you're still working with you're starting to work with oil, and a great place for an oil generator kind of in the middle of the map is right on the south side of the Dune Desert, at the entrance to that valley that goes between the Dune Desert and the Rocky Desert. In that area, there's 3, actually there's 4 oil wells there, oil deposits there that you can extract from. I believe if you're just playing normal, I believe 2 of them are pure, one of them's normal, and one of them's impure. But that's fuzzy memory there. Don't quote me on that. That's a great place for a little power plant that you can just come back to, expand later. Just get it up to where you've got your current pipes, because you start out with phase 3 with only Mark 1 pipes, and you upgrade them a bit later. So you would come back and upgrade the pipes, then you could lengthen out the refining into whatever plastic or rubber and the residual fuel, and you could upgrade those. So yeah, that's a great little place if you build a good flat platform to put an initial one there and just let it go for a while and then come back and upgrade it later. So that's one of my favorite places to put a little one that's just kind of in the middle. You don't have to go clear to the north, to the northern oil fields, or clear out west to the oil fields that are just out over the ocean over there on those little islands. It allows you to have something centralized and a good place to do it. So I hope that answers your question, and let's go back to the game.
This is not a real question, but yeah.
Alrighty. Reg RGL Aviary. I think that one works. He asks if I'm a real life doc or dentist. Well, I am a real life doc, yes. I am not a medical doctor. I'm a PhD. My degree was in management with a focus on information systems technology, and I managed IT folks my whole career. So yeah, I am a real life doc. And what more can I say? All right. So Dark Reaper, is this really a question?
Yes, sir.
All righty. We have a question from Dark Reaper. Hey, Doc, question for you there. Where on the map should I build my aluminum factory? I think I built my best aluminum factory. They're on a lake that is just north of the Crater Lakes. So if you go to the Crater Lakes and go north, there's a large lake that expands along a valley in there. And that seems to be a really great place to get all the components that you need for aluminum, close enough that you can get the stuff there and build really quite a large size aluminum factory. I built mine up on the cliffs overlooking that lake, and it worked out really well there. So the second place that I've built an aluminum factory was over on the west coast, over by those oil fields. You can get what you need as far as the bauxite fairly close to there, and then and you've got water close by, and you've got silica close by. Quartz is the next thing you need. So yeah, a few of the things that you have to collect there, that's not such a good place. But those are the two places that I've built fairly substantial aluminum factories, and they've worked out pretty well. So I hope that helps, and let's go ahead and go back to the game.
Okay, we'll hold off on more questions for a little.
Okay, don't overload the algorithm. What, Adrestea? You. He's a tad slow at building the university, though. We've been waiting for over a year. Are you complaining again? My.
Okay, now I have my picture pulled up so you guys can see my desk. So you see my setup that Spencer maligned while Doc attempts to continue to cross the dune. Here it is.
Okay.
So this is a Keychron K10 Max because I must have my numpad, of course. Anybody who doesn't use the numpad is crazy. And then for video editing, of course, I have the Stream Deck to run the stream. I have, it's a Logitech, I can't remember the name of the thing, but it's this two-piece thing. And that's what I use for editing and whatnot. It's really nice for, yeah, it's the same thing as a Stream Deck, just by Logitech. And then this is a Shuttle Express. This is really nice because it has a perfect dial for zooming in. Well, look at that, it works on the image too. But it's really good for video editing as well. So, and then I 3D printed all the black pieces that hold it all together, that put it at the right angle and make it look awesome. So, yep.
Quite a desktop setup you've got, Robert.
Yep. I also have a small mini monitor that's going to be added to the system. I'm just not exactly sure how to mount it just yet.
So I'm driving around in the dark, hitting whatever gets in my way.
Oliver here says, I feel naked with that numpad, but the second keyboard, I have the Stream PC keyboard on the top. Mm-hmm. So my keyboard's on the bottom, Stream keyboard on the Stream PC on the top. And I should have said that.
Yeah, you should have. Good lord.
Can't win, Robert.
Yeah.
Okay. The Beasties.
I can do that.
The Beasties one was only supposed to be.
Yeah, that one's done.
Okay, short. How much longer do I have to deal with this factory cart?
Yeah, about 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes? That's insufferable.
You haven't even made it out of the desert yet.
I tried. And he fell all the way down the dune. All right, get back in my factory cart.
Yeah, call sign Wolfman. The green screen isn't perfect just yet. We're going to be continuing to tweak it over the next couple of days. Or next week or so.
Yeah, you get behind me with certain colors and you can tell that it's not quite perfect, yeah.
Mark says, "Hey Doc, they're fixing my car.
Yeah?
And they've given me a BMW i5.
Ooh.
It's like a hot knife through butter. Reaches 125 miles an hour in just 7 seconds."
Okay, but you've never tested that out to make sure it's accurate, have you?
Oh, I'm sure he would never.
If he didn't, he's crazy.
Hey!
You don't pass up an opportunity like that.
Okay. Mark, I looked at the 30 minutes, and 30 minutes expires at the top of the hour, a couple minutes after the top of the hour, and I added a bit from not starting. So did he don't start until later? Oh. You didn't get onto into the cart soon enough, so you have quite a while.
Not quite a while. No.
Spinning around in the fishbowl.
See, I'm working hard to find a me duck, of course, Ossifer. Okay. I'm not drunk, Ossifer. I'm just happy. What?
I said, yeah, that's what they call it.
They just call it happy. Okay, how do you keep from spinning around? Come on, stop. Okay, let's try this direction.
So, because our studio...
This is such engaging content. I mean...
Yeah. Why are you going east now? That's why you're not getting anywhere.
Okay. Because I can't get out of this basin. Here we go again. See if I can get up the other side. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. I'll try it again.
Wolfman asks, if you had to choose any classic muscle or rat rod vehicle from the 20s through the 70s, what would you pick?
I would pick the 1976 Cougar. Mercury Cougar.
And why that vehicle specifically, Doc?
Number one, it was a special issue vehicle. They didn't make very many of them. It had just a whale of a horsepower engine, and for its day, it had a really sleek body. It had more of an elongated hood that was, straight with a cab. I just like it. Got it. I tried to stay going straight.
I prefer the 1981 DeLorean DMC-12.
I mean, who doesn't like a DeLorean?
Like classic muscle car, right?
The car I had,
Yeah.
the car I had in high school, was a Chevelle Malibu, 1968 Chevelle Malibu. Problem is, it wasn't an SS version, so it didn't have the high-powered engine in it.
I'm OCD says 1976 Cougar. I've dated a few of those.
They're nice, aren't they? Very nice.
No reaction from Doc. Okay.
You ran into me and made me spin again. Look at this, I'm spinning again. This is crazy. I can't get out of this basin. I'm gonna, oh, I think I think I'll have success this time. I think I'll make it. No, come on, come on, come on, come on, you can do it. Yes. I'm just in another basin. Oh, looky what I found.
ICBM just turned in. This is where I left off yesterday. Doc in the tiny car.
Yes, this is Mark's favorite new punishment. It's crazy how much, when the game just decides that you're skidding, you have no turn authority whatsoever.
Exactly, no control.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Hey, and Dark Soul just gifted a tier 1 sub to Fire.
All right, fantastic.
Consume. Consume.
Okay.
You know what? That works. Dark Souls donation, he says no more cart.
Okay.
And that's a perfect amount to end out the cart I do.
All right. No more cart. I'll deconstruct it, put it back in my inventory, and I'll get back to work.
And we'll say, let's not do any more cart donations for the rest of the stream today. Those are fun, but
Yeah.
moderation.
Yep. Plus, I've got to go work on my new little factory up here. See that new little factory up here, Robert? That new little one up here?
What is that one?
It's going to be a beam factory. Dead Before Dawn. Oh, is he hiring a hitman again? Is he hiring the hitman again, Robert?
It's not a cart dono.
Sounds like it. Dark Soul says, those carts are like watching a baby learn to walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Ruben says, Doc, these days your streams are as irregular as a train schedule.
Oh, good.
Japanese train schedule or European train schedule?
Is that your equivalent of the African or European line? And if you say I don't know, I get chucked into a ravine?
An African or a European swallow?
Yes.
I don't know, is it?
No, like, you know.
So I remember one the best. I have not watched Back to the Future in probably over a decade. No, I probably more like 2 decades. I watched it, I think, when I was like 8 or something like that. If I remember correctly, the first one is when they initially went Back to the Future and he went to his mom's and dad's dance or whatever, right? Is that accurate?
Yes.
And then the second one is when the other guy got a...
Hey, Doc, guess what? You're locked into a porta potty.
I'm glad you thought it was funny. It looked like an airline toilet.
engineer is here. He says, I'm late. Can I ask for forgiveness from Doc?
You can ask.
You can't always get what you want. Yes, that includes forgiveness, all right?
I guess it would, but you know. So
Doc over here
Robert,
just handing out forgiveness like
these are active, obviously, even though they're just sitting on the sitting on the whatever it is.
Yes, sir. It sounds like I need to finish the blueprint then.
Yeah. Or not.
Well, wait, why not?
I think it's a waste of resources, Robert.
I gathered this biomass myself.
Yes, and you could have been spending your time on much more worthwhile pursuits.
Lexi says, "Oh Lord, Robert, did you put Doc in a dumble dump?"
Is that what they call it? A dumble dump?
I guess.
I've heard like 6 British variations on the word toilet, and that's not one of them I've ever heard. I know that she's not British, but yeah.
Doc, you ready for another question?
If we must.
I'm dedicated to making sure you get nothing done today.
I guess. That's why I've already played 6 hours today.
Yeah, that's
Alrighty. Alright, we have a question from Dark Soul. It says, any tips on making square or rectangle factories? I'm tired of it. They look terrible.
I'm tired of it. They look terrible.
Okay. In other words, humid hummus just donated. Okay. As soon as that leaves the screen, if you're making, factories like I do, I mean, basically that question is almost saying, Doc, you make boring factories. You make terrible factories, because that's what I do. But all joking aside, the way that you can do that is to make it a lot more pleasing looking on the outside, like putting a variety of windows on the outside, changing the colors of your color palette, for example, by going to the customizer and changing your color palette to something else that looks better, different, more appealing. You can also put pillars on the outside and decorate it with beams and just make your buildings look more realistic, like they're actually built in a real city. All of those things can give better aesthetics, even if it is square. You could also visit sites like My Name's Jake, or some variation of that, or Total Eclipse, spelled Total X Clips. He builds wonderfully. Go to Whitestone Industries, one of our members. Whitestone Industries does a great job of aesthetics, and he can show you things to do to make things look pretty. So there's a lot of good content out there. If you go to the larger channels, those larger YouTube channels that do satisfactory content, you find a lot of good stuff there. So you don't have to settle for just a box. You can pretty up the box, or you can make it different shapes. There's even round shapes and all kinds of different ideas for making buildings, not the usual box that a factory would normally be. So hope that helps, and let's get back to the game. And Humid Hummus, $4.99 in dollars. Appreciate the appreciate the donation. He says, but whatever vehicle you make next, I'd love to see some sweet jumps and tricks. Yeah, if you let me drive around in an Explorer, I'd be jumping all around the dunes up and down, and I mean that's a good dune buggy.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite. It's the one recreational vehicle, the one that's meant for us to pilot. Franco says, this is a question for Robert. Do you ever feel like just moving some things around when Doc's not looking? Just to check to see if he's paying attention?
I am sure he's thought of that a few times.
Yeah, I think I've actually done it a couple times.
Yeah, like moving the hub around all the time.
I definitely do that.
Yep, you definitely do that.
Lexi says, I thought Dumble Dump was good. I read it in a Dumbledore bashing fan fiction of Harry Potter. I loved it so much it became my go-to name for portable Twitter. Oh gosh, okay. Mark says, real life question, Doc.
Okay.
You can only choose one of your children. Who would you choose to have drive you around everywhere if you were incapable of driving?
Britta Beach.
She's got a lead foot. What are you talking about, Britta?
She gets you there safely and on time.
I actually kind of resent that. I literally drove that man for, what was it, 14 hours?
Yep. So you're resenting the fact that I would choose Britta?
Yeah, I'm a great driver.
Yes, you are. But he said I could only choose one. So
So you choose the sister with the notorious lead foot.
you know
She's a better driving record than Christy.
Oh
Who
yeah.
also has a lead foot.
And doesn't know how to stay off the bumper of somebody in front of her. Anywho, enough insulting our kids.
I knew I wasn't going to get it. Garrett is also a very good driver, although he 100% has a lead foot. Like, for Garrett, it's if you're not going 10 over, you're not, what's the point, right? And
Last time I rode with him, he was like driving like exactly the speed limit, and he was telling me, "Yeah, man, I'm really nervous about those cops."
Where was this?
This was when we were going to pick up pizza on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, well. It depends where we're driving. If we're just on the freeway, he just, yeah, he'll take it. And he's speed, he can get away with
Shameful.
it.
Really?
And no, I do not have a Lego version of the Back to the Future car. I actually don't like Legos.
What?
How can you not like Legos?
They're boring.
Like,
Wow.
I understand not really loving them, but actively disliking Legos?
Well, I like looking at them when they're done. Like, I think aesthetically they're cool, but I just don't like playing with them.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I have a computer. I have a computer with Minecraft on it. Why do I need Legos?
It's Wabbits, he says, must have been a Mega Bloks kid then.
Imaginext and Connects, actually.
Imaginext and Connects. We've got our whole set of Connects still. I love the sculptures you used to make.
Right?
And we have all
Paulstein,
the-
I don't know your first name. We weren't friends to begin with.
Oh no.
I'm that kind of guy.
Oh gosh. Here I got stuck not doing what I was planning on doing. Yes, I got stuck doing
Sorry, Doc, one death is not enough.
Did you repair the floor? Oh, and now I've got to figure out which one of these I'm going to spawn in.
Hopefully it's just the nearest one. I mean, technically it's supposed to be the nearest one.
Supposed to be.
Okay, if you look down and dismantle... There you go. Only had to dismantle one. And yeah, I fixed the floor. You're welcome.
Thank you.
ICBM says, every show I learn of a new child. How many kids do you have?
5. Christy, Britta, Roberts, Garrett, and Spencer in order.
The only thing I don't like about being the youngest is everybody assumes as soon as they find out that I'm the youngest that I'm pampered or something.
Well,
And you don't think you were?
I'm not. I was treated fairly well. I don't think I got any like special advantages because I was the youngest.
Okay.
I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeet 'em Up says, I completed my very first playthrough completely. I was excited about starting a new one. Having trouble getting inspired on how to start it now that I know the game and what to do. Any advice?
It's hard. I do such a variety of things in different ways that I find it fascinating no matter what no matter how many times I've played it. Find new challenges here and there everywhere. I've never feel like I've fully mastered and fully learned everything about the game. Robert, on the other hand, feels that he knows more than he wants to know about the game and moves on. I haven't got there yet. So those are producing 30 per minute, and these are consuming 30 per minute. Okay, fine.
Mark says, I don't understand speed limits. There are enough life rules to be followed, so why don't we have rules like lane 1 is 1 to 50 miles an hour, 2 is 75, and lane 3 is whatever the vehicle reach.
Okay. That's cool.
I can't speak to all speed limits everywhere, but I do know at one point the 55 mile per hour across the states speed limit, like if it's not posted, it's this kind of thing, was because like when they were having like fuel shortages right around the start of the World Wars. At least I believe that's where
What?
that originated.
No, that didn't originate then.
It's just what I heard.
Well,
what
you
I
heard wrong.
Okay, well maybe you heard wrong. Who knows?
Hey, Doc, can I show you something weird on stream real quick?
I suppose you could.
Take a look.
What is it?
Well, I'm making biomass.
Right. And it's making it out of the,
And it's not subtracting from the depot?
and it's not going down. You can make infinite biomass. Wow, that's way cool.
Oh, there it stopped. It's trying, but it stopped. So it means that it's just not updating.
I guess.
There we go. It just wasn't updating.
Okay.
Okay, so that doesn't update unless you restart it.
So that takes, and it completely negates the idea that it won't take from the depot. So I had a product that, a piece that I was making that had 2 items. One it was taking from my inventory, the other one was taking from the depot. And then it just magically stopped. And there was still plenty of both in my bag and in the depot. And it just quit. Said I didn't have sufficient stuff to make the next one. It's just too weird. Too weird. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm stuck, huh?
Okay, fine. I didn't read ICBM's the rest of ICBM's comment.
Uh-huh.
He says every show I learn of a new child. How many kids do you have? Is it a Mormon multi-wife sort of situation?
Definitely not.
And then he says, "You only read out half my remark, Robert. I understand. Not twice if you're in danger."
It's definitely not a multi-wife situation. And my daughter, who has 10 children, it's definitely not a multiple husband situation either.
Oh gosh.
Imagine how many children that woman would have if she had more than one husband. Good heavens.
I don't think the number of husbands is the limiting factor here.
Well,
guys.
he was out on like he had military service, so she during that time she could have been pregnant more often.
Oh, damn. I think she
Okay.
was already pregnant during those times. But
She was, because like they just wouldn't stop in between deployments.
okay. We're
Sorry,
done with this
dropping it.
conversation.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm having trouble getting over that last one.
Ruben says, "Doc, which of your children gave you a really hard time when growing up?"
Oh, I can't say that.
We all know who it was, but we can't say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I say one, he'll quit, walk out on the stream. If I say another, he'll quit and move back to Michigan. If I say another, I could say one that's not even hearing this, and then we could just say she
Well, that would be the
wasn't here
truth.
to defend herself.
Perfect. That one would be the truth, though.
Okay.
Right? Come on now.
Okay.
I'm just staying out of this one at this point. I'm gonna keep my head down.
I noticed.
Sorry, Mark. We're just pacing ourselves. They don't worry about it.
All right, I'm leaving this building. I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing and getting it finished. Oh, what are you beating me for? Please don't kill me again. I want to be out here. I don't want to be in a porta potty.
What do we call that location?
This location out here? Why are you hitting me?
Well, because
Girls are harder to raise. Period.
Bulldog says, "This sounds like a discussion that will get me in trouble just for listening to it."
It sure might. Why are you hitting me? And how are you hitting me?
Doc, no running.
For 10 minutes.
How in the world do you do this?
Because I've learned how to strafe.
And I've learned how to build conveyors that I didn't need to build.
It's a strategy. We'll see if it pays off.
Oh, just... And he lords over my body. Oh, you revived me, you...
If you look down and delete, you'll always get the one underneath you.
I'll always get the one underneath me.
Oh, you're already out. Here we go. So, Doc, this Spencer already answered, gave his opinion on this discussion, but Jesse asked, which is harder to raise, boys or girls? Excuse you? Doc! When
Chat, he'll let you know which one's harder to raise when he gets done raising his boys.
That's about it.
Where's the dismantle crate?
No running.
I spent so much time.
You need to stop killing me, Robert.
But
You've got him speechless.
I have to start over now.
You sure do.
I was gonna say girls are harder to raise, but boys never grow up, so.
Yeah, with the boys, job's just never done.
And Zach just subscribed with Prime on
All
a
right.
9-month streak. Says yay.
Good job, thank you. I'm not running. And now what are you giggling about?
I'm not giggling, I'm laughing.
Zach, the timer is for the release of 1.2, I believe.
The 1.2 into production from the experimental branch. What?
There's vanilla wafers. I've been seeing you grab. Let's
Yeah.
open it over here and I can just grab it.
Don't you dare!
You let me do it.
He was offering me 2 vanilla wafers. Well, as soon as I was grabbing the whole bill.
Mind if I snack some vanilla wafers?
There you go.
Mind if what?
Mind if I snack some vanilla wafers?
I
I just figured
suppose.
since we were having a party over here.
I suppose you may have some vanilla wafers.
I had to come into the camera and grab it. Hi. Just go off the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
Doc has all the best snacks.
Oh, he does, huh?
Apparently. I mean, the proof's in the pudding, right?
The proof is in the pudding. I don't have any pudding here.
You put the stuff in pudding, though.
That's true. You put vanilla wafers into banana pudding.
So, Callsign Wolfman asks if console's getting 1.2 on that same date.
Yes, sirree. Yep.
Productive Packer Deluxe Duck.
No. Who did that to me?
That'd be Zach.
Zach.
Run all the way back. Or, sorry, walk all the way back.
No, I've got to sync all this stuff to make the spawn things first. See all the spawn stuff there?
I'm OCD says, are you guys wearing matching sweaters?
Nope. Nope, we're not.
I'm wearing a shirt. This is not a sweater. It just has a hood on it. And if it has a hood on it, it's not a sweater.
Where the camera is currently placed, it also washes out all color, makes everything look uniformly bluish-gray.
Which doesn't help considering my shirt's already gray.
It looks nicer than it does in real life.
Okay.
Okay.
Green Ghost Man says, I thought my job was partly to annoy my parents as long as possible in new and funny ways.
Let's see where I'm going to spawn.
And I agree with that.
Really?
Yes.
That is a strange admittance. IMOCD says he knows what a sweater is. You don't have to describe it to him, Spencer.
Well, then stop implying silliness, such as me having a sweater.
Okay. So I had...
Me and Wolfman are beefing today, apparently.
Okay, so level 4. I had 930
Sorry,
last
that's
time.
OCD, not Wolfman. My bad.
I got 930 last time, so only got no stars. So I'm going to have to improve on that one. Uh-oh, he's laughing way too much. That means that something's happening.
Just got called homie by a guy who calls himself OCD, so yeah, it's pretty funny.
Ah. Doggone it. Help me, help me, help me.
Sorry, Doc. By the way, Doc, while you're playing the game, I won't kill you.
While I'm playing the game, you won't kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank the world for small favors. I only got 790 because you were disturbing me while I was playing.
What disturbing you? How was I disturbing you?
I had to worry about my life while I was playing.
You had to worry about your... Wait.
Man.
Both doggos just came over to say hi to me. I'm their favorite.
Yep.
Zach says, good try.
The lizard doggo earlier today wouldn't even look at me this morning when I was playing. I went to pet him and say hi, and he just stayed in the other corner staring at the corner. Wouldn't even talk to me.
Weird.
Yeah, very.
He must know how you treat the puppies here. You won't pet them endlessly. You won't give them all the treats that they ask for.
Yeah, I definitely won't pet them endlessly.
That's the worst part, if you ask me. It's horrendous.
Uh-oh.
Ruben would love it if you can kind of give him a bird's eye view of the factory. Once you get to your destination, he'd love to see how big it is. Because he says it looks massive.
Well, let's see. If I can land on here. Yeah. That is the main factory at this point. This one in the distance with the space elevator on top of it is 3 stories. This over here is 2 stories. And then there's roadways going in between. By the way, I did get the trucks to work. And they've been working flawlessly for about the last 6 hours. And I did so by getting rid of the factory carts The factory carts seem to be slowing them down too often, and I improved the fuel loading capabilities of all of the truck stations, so that they stayed fueled. And once they stayed fueled and had the carts out of the way, they've been working fine ever since. So way cool. You can see one stopping there, picking up beams and heading back. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a view of what it looks like. Should have asked me a little bit sooner. I could have given you a view from the top of that building there, which gives you a little better idea of what it looks like. Is that a wreck up there? No, it's not. Why there would be mushrooms growing up there, I don't know. That's weird. Yep, it is. 3 mushrooms growing right in rock. Bacon agaric. Sorry, not mushrooms. Bacon agaric. Everybody went
Such a
quiet on
weird
me.
name.
Yeah, that is.
Sorry, I was
It
beating
im-
your scores in Productive Packer Deluxe.
You were... Oh, you were, huh?
I actually came out there to test to see if we could both play at the same time, which we can.
We can, huh?
Yeah, so I was just testing. And beating your scores at the same time, yeah. And Ruben says, since Robert was called adopted, he hasn't spoken. I think I said it in a stream recently. I've never been one to have that fear that I was adopted or I'm not part of the family or whatever. Just the thought has never entered my mind. Always felt like I belonged here.
Yep.
Let me know when you want to answer questions, Doc.
Okay. By the way, okay, that it's up on a little thing like that. Okay. This is a little, pardon me, little cave that I found up here. I opened the cave and there's a yellow slug and more bacon.
And Mark says, daft question, what's the timer for?
The timer is for the release of Satisfactory 1.2 on June the 2nd.
That was so daft.
Okay. I don't see anything else useful in here. Okay.
And Zach says, does this mean we can make Robert play Productive Packer Deluxe?
I guess you could.
There is no punishment that you guys can do to Doc that you can't also do to me. The difference being that when you punish Doc, you'll see it more on camera. When you punish me, we're not going to leave the camera on me for a full 10 minutes or full half hour. So, I'll still do it, and I'll still complain or comment or whatever.
But he's camera shy, so you won't get it on camera.
You won't get it on camera.
It's just funny to me that the chat consensus is that Garrett's the emo one.
Yeah, why was that, Dad? Why did they decide that Garrett was the emotional one?
Dark Souls, probably. I don't know.
Garrett, by the way, is the one who plays Dark Souls. I think it was just because Garrett's the writer.
Okay, this gives a little better view of the factory.
There you go.
So, notice I've got a summer sloop up here, so I'm going to go collect that sloop before I leave
Very
here.
nice.
But yeah, it gives an idea of what's going on here. A lot of this is the older side of the factory. We do a lot of copper over here. There's got a couple copper mines below this area of the factory. Out here you see a substitutes for gold in this world. Why can't
Caterium.
Caterium, thank you. That's a Caterium factory there. Over here is a coal-powered generators. You can see it's pulling water up to those generators there. And there's another row of generators back there. Up here is space elevator parts being built. The modular engine and the adaptive control unit are being built up here with basically the support stuff. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
I'm going to go get that sloop before I jump.
Okay.
Over here is this whole long line is bunches of screws. We have enough screws probably for our need clear to the end of the game, I would assume. And then here is a lot of plate and reinforced iron plate and so forth production down here. So, yeah.
So grab the sloop and jump off. And I'm OCD asked if Spencer was in the military. And Wolfman says I could see Spencer being in the Navy.
Well, I consider that very flattering, but no, I've never served in the military. I debated it at one point, but when I was younger, I was wrongfully diagnosed with asthma, and so I wouldn't have been accepted regardless. And also, I enjoy being a homebody too much, so I don't think I would have really coped well with military service.
All right.
OCD says I would have guessed Army.
Those are both good choices. Good branches. Better than the chair force, anyway.
What?
Wait, sorry. Whoops, did I say that out loud? Oh, man.
Oops. We make that joke because our brother-in-law is in the Air Force. Or was. He recently retired from the Air Force.
Okay.
And Zach says, you know, Doc, don't say that about your screws. You're definitely going to need more now.
Because I said it?
Yeah. Come on, Doc.
Just a sec. Okay. So you want me to take the flying leap, huh? I'm hoping. All right. Being at full health, I did not die. Ha ha. Totally understandable.
Wow.
Just curious.
You ate first.
I ate first. Yep. I mean, that's the only way to... Oh, stop it.
You were supposed to die, Doc. It's not allowed.
Why are you beating on me?
I was told I have to cause 6 deaths. So, this is number 6.
That would have counted?
Yeah. Me finishing you off would have counted. Come on, Doc.
The other explosion there, it didn't... You
Doc,
didn't
I'm
even
so
let me...
sorry.
Didn't even let me finish the sentence. Now where did you put the thing?
Doc, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Time of death, 5/20/2026. 2:48 p.m. Coughed up a
So what
lung.
you gonna do, Doc? You're not gonna make it, Doc. Doc, I told you you're not gonna make it. Doc, I told you you can't make it out of here.
But I did. I did top woody tat.
Zach, don't get technical with me, bucko.
Come on, Doc. Take your punishment.
Now, how did you get this thing rebuilt so fast?
I didn't rebuild it, Doc.
How did you get
I
it
have
out
a
here?
Blueprint. If you insist, you're gonna have to die many, many more times.
Why is that?
Come on, Doc. I didn't get it out far enough. Eddie says Doc survived the jigsaw trap. And then Amanda killed him anyways. You should just let yourself fall. Oh, okay. You need to at least, you know, delete your toilet before you fall. Fine. But I have a whole array of them out there, Doc, and I can't delete them. They're too
Oh.
far away to get to remove.
Okay. I'd like to get something done today. I want to make more beams so that I can... Oh, there you are again. Oh.
Doc. You need to look at Chad.
No.
Well, like I said, I've run out of kills that I can do, so...
No, you haven't. Mark, do something.
Doc. I'm not gonna swing on you.
You're not.
No. But you need to turn off keep inventory.
Nope.
You want to take a university question instead?
Why are you following me around?
The people have spoken, Doc. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. You can put all your stuff there. And he says, I want my money back! Yeah, you can just click store all. There you go.
I hate this.
Oh, yeah, you need enough resources to make a second one, yeah. There we go. Yeah, you're getting pretty good at that, Doc.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be coming after me.
I haven't been paid to, so.
So why did I dump my inventory if you can't come after me?
You were just told to keep inventory off.
Oh, brother.
Have you done that yet?
No.
Well, I mean, come on. You were told to keep inventory on.
Is there a university question to be had?
Yeah, I think it's a nice positive one.
Okay.
I don't know why I phrased it like that. Yes, there is a question. Ready for it?
Yeah. Alrighty. Dark Soul asks a question. He says, should I be ashamed? As soon as the super chat leaves, I'll start over. Okay. Should I be ashamed that I look up build guides for stuff because I'm too lazy to take hours to learn how to build a factory myself? Absolutely not. Channels like ours survive on you being lazy enough to look at my videos and shorts and look up how to do it. So please be lazy. Look up those guides and learn how to do it based on the work of others. Let's go back to the game.
Oh, no.
You know what to do, Robert.
Yeah. Dark Soul said just got ads, so let us know when you're back from ads, and Doc will give you the executive brief of the answer.
Okay.
Eddie Ember received a donation. He's gives a donation, says execute order 66.
Yeah, I see that, except I have no clue what execute order 66 means.
Oh.
Are you my dad?
Oh.
Like, am I the adopted one?
Doc, that was the order to kill all Jedi in Star Wars.
Oh, it was.
It's one of the most iconic lines from the
Okay.
prequels.
You have to stop killing me so I can get these into the depot.
It's execute order 66. No part in order 66 does let him get it into the depot first.
We have a first-time chat from Ty, the bearded guy. Although I swear you've been here before.
Yeah,
Maybe you've been on
I think
YouTube.
he's been on YouTube. Yeah, let's take that one to the university because I think that's a good question to put at the head of the line
Yeah, I think
when
so.
processing it. All right. Ty, the bearded guy, has a question. He says, Doc and Sons, gotta ask you if you know if you can move your experimental 1.2 to production 1.2 when it releases, or should I give in and restart? No, you don't have to restart. You definitely are able to move your production, your experimental version into the other. In fact, the folder is the same for both experimental and production. It's just a matter of which one you open it in. So when 1.2 moves to production, just open your production version of Satisfactory. It'll update to 1.2 and then open the game. You might have to go to the load menu because the production version won't have loaded it before, so it won't be in your previously loaded stuff. But go ahead and hit the load menu. Look for that game that you've already played in experimental. Load it right in. Should work just fine. So hope that helps, and let's go back to the game. And let's go back to my porta potty.
Ty, the bearded guy, says, but, I wanted this to be the reason for me to restart and crank the resources I needed.
Oh, you turkey.
You could have just left it at turd and it would have been accurate.
So how many times am I going to have to do this?
Ty says, thanks guys, you rock.
So do I have to delete every single one of these? Hey, you know, this is going to be injurious to Robert's health. He is just laughing way too hard over there.
Eddie says, I think the logic of the donations finally just clicked.
Really?
We're trying to get rid of your fuel. Bacon says, grab a hold of the toilet paper and sail down to safety.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. I keep on landing on my previous... Oh, okay. Now how did I land here? Did you get rid of my hub?
I had to get rid of the hub to ensure that you would definitely land at spawn. Or in the toilets. So I'll go rebuild it now.
Rebuild. Now put it exactly where you found it, and exactly
I will even sink it down by 1 tick.
when control tick.
A control tick, yes. So a half a tick.
Right. Can I go get my stuff now? Probably gonna have to... Oh, gosh.
Keep inventory needs to stay off until another 20 minutes. But we have no more kills, so...
At least not at the moment.
Not at the moment. But to be honest, I think kill time is about up for the day.
Okay.
It was quite enjoyable. Thank you, everybody. I
Yeah.
had fun.
Yeah, he had fun. It doesn't matter that I didn't necessarily have fun, but he had fun. And I hope you guys did, actually. Kinda.
We don't do doc build streams, call sign. We don't do that here.
Doc what?
Wolfman asks, will there be a stream where Doc will build instead of being taken out by Robert?
Yeah, we don't do build streams here.
Yes, we do.
I've yet to see one.
We had one there for a little while Mark was at a commission.
That's okay.
Yeah. And Zachary needed to let the man work, so I think that's what we shall do for a while.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and get all my stuff and put it back in my inventory.
Mark is calling for factory cart races, so maybe we should plan something like that at some point.
Yeah, we could race down the streets of... What are we calling our city?
We don't have a name.
Don't have a name.
Fixitland.
What?
Fixitland. Just said really weird.
Okay. We gotta have a random platform down here.
Huh.
Okay.
You did leave our doggo over here, just kind of on its own.
Yeah, I'm sure he's quite lonely. That's probably why he faced away from me and wouldn't even greet me this morning.
That makes sense. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, they've got feelings too, you know. Right?
yeah. Eddie Ember says, Doc really, really needs to learn how to slide. I'm going to let the man work for now, but tomorrow by donations will go towards that.
Towards learning how to slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach says, I was questioning why the objective went from complete phase 3 to build the hub. I didn't realize it tattled on me whenever I started messing with Doc like that.
Yeah, it does tattle on you. Yes, I know exactly when you've deconstructed my hub. Because all the requirements go away until you build that hub.
Well, that's just silly.
Okay, rearm.
John, where did you log out in the server, in the Minecraft server?
Somewhere near your base.
Please tell me it wasn't on the flat that you made above where I'm building.
It could easily be.
Well, I'm currently building there, and I've filled in a lot of the area where you would have been standing if you were up on the flat. So if you suffocate in a wall when you come back, that's why.
Can I laugh now?
Why would you ever laugh at another human suffering? That's just cruel.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is.
Yeah, Doc, the doggo doesn't want to do anything. Its AI is just disabled.
Is he finding stuff, though?
He found stuff, but I was trying to get him moved, but he's just like... I finally removed the foundation from underneath him to try to get him to move, but yeah, he's just stuck in position.
Interesting. Okay.
I built a ramp to bring him up, so just leave this annoying ramp in the middle of everything until we get him fixed.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, what Spencer's been building on Minecraft is really impressive.
Oh, okay. I do not understand why we don't have screws. Why don't we have screws in the in the depot?
There's no dimensional depot on your screw bins.
Well, there should be.
Yep. Mark, yes, that is the Eddie Doggo.
All right, we're at 7,000 for the adaptive control units now, Robert, and almost 12,000 for the modular engines. I only have to play for another 12 hours tomorrow, and we might actually have it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Eddie Ember, by the way, said, "Is that the teapot calling the cup calling the teapot black?"
Something like that, yes.
In referencing my newly found moral status here.
What is all of this nonsense? Robert, you're draining all of my surplus.
I told you I was getting rid of the second row of screws only.
Yes, but the way you're doing it is going to start by getting rid of the first row first.
Doc, you see what I'm doing?
Now there's none. I came to get screws.
There's plenty. There's plenty.
Where?
You see those 4? Okay, get up off the floor. That's full.
All right, I can go make some more.
It's all good, Doc. We're fine. Yeah.
You and your desire not to have any containers anywhere.
Oh,
Never can build any surplus of anything.
That's not lean. You can't. You're not supposed to have surplus when
Oh,
you're.
go
building
eat a
lean.
cookie.
All right, hand him over. I'll have a cookie.
go eat a cookie. And he says, "Yeah, Robert won't touch the Eddie Doggo, as he knows I'll send him out to get another one if anything happens to him."
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. I won't touch the Eddie Doggo.
Actually, what he's saying is you probably won't hurt him or harm him in any way.
Yes. The
Probably.
Eddie Doggo is safe. But no, don't say probably. We are going to be very meticulous in ensuring that he knows for sure that the Eddie Doggo is perfectly safe and perfectly fine.
So he likely won't.
He will not. He is just fine. We know it. It is guaranteed.
It's a definite probability.
Oh. And Talus Jarvis just became a member on YouTube.
Way cool. Just in time. Because June 2, that countdown, June 2 is when we're going to open the next community server. And that new community server is going to be one where we play online. And basically what it means is that we'll be playing... I'll be playing when we're live streaming, and I'll be playing with friends the whole time. And the friends are people like you, who are members on YouTube or subscribers on Twitch. And we'll just play together.
With a bunch of crazy rules that Mark said so.
Is that when you're doing another subathon? That'd be fun.
And we're probably going to combine the subathon for that day, too.
So when you say subathon, what exactly does that entail? Because I was not here for the last one, so I'm a little in the dark.
Subathons are so fun. Okay.
It's
So-
a lot of streaming.
Yes. We stream until Robert is about ready to go pull his hair out.
So for about 20 minutes?
You cut his hair today, too, so he's not going to have much to pull out.
I cut my own hair today.
Okay, so anyway, a subathon is like this. We start by saying we're going to stream for a certain amount of time. Every donation we get, every purchase from the store that we get, every new membership that we get, will then add a specified amount of time to that live stream. So we'll start with a specified amount of time, maybe 8 hours. Robert and I need to talk about what that time is going to be, and then the next day we'll use the next amount, and then the next day we'll use, if it goes on to a third day, we'll keep using that up. The first day will have the most number of points. If you come that first day, you can really pile it on. The second day, you'll only be able to do half that much. In other words, a particular donation will only get you a certain amount of time on the first day, and the next day will give you half that amount of time. Third day, by the time the third day, I'm going to be tired, and Robert's going to be tired, and we will be accepting donations, but we're not going to add to the time pass then. We're going to just use up the rest of the time. So that will be, Robert, can I just say we're going to do that on June 2nd?
Well, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but...
But what?
I haven't looked at the calendar. I don't know anything about June 2nd, so...
No, look at the calendar. I'll look at the calendar. June 2nd is a Tuesday, I believe. Yes, it is a Tuesday. Yep, it's a great day to do it. Start out at our normal live stream time, and we'll make that the 8 hours or whatever we specify, and then we'll keep going. Okay?
Oh, boy.
So the...
Doc's making decisions again.
Yep, Doc is making decisions, executive decisions, right on the fly, right on live television. So yeah, 12 days from now, we will do a live stream.
The big deal is the whole day is going to be filled with a bunch of fun and different activities to torture Doc and or me and or anybody else here. And, generally just hang out and have a good time.
Yep, exactly. Generally just hang out and have a good time. Exactly. Is this in collusion? Will the cuz Mark said so too, where all nodes will be impure and no two buildings will look alike? It
will be the cuz Mark said so world, yes.
But it won't necessarily be all the parameters he asked for, right? We haven't fully decided on those parameters exactly.
We need to talk it through to make sure it's right. It'll definitely be a 100x space elevator. We know that one's locked in.
Okay. But if we've got 100x space elevators, 100x space elevators and all nodes being impure make it really, really difficult.
Yeah, that's the one that's a little bit sketchy, but we have time to talk about that.
Yep.
And Kirby is me subscribed at tier 1.
Alrighty. Well, that sounds good. It's probably about time to help them understand how to get the information they need to enjoy their membership.
Oh, Mark said 50 times, not 100 times, and all nodes must be impure. You can really stick to that one. So yeah, Mark, I need to message you, and we'll make sure we nail down all those parameters, and see how close we can get. What are you laughing at, Spencer?
Just Eddie. That's all.
Eddie Ember.
Yes.
What's not affected by impure nodes is doggos.
Yes, he says his job is going to be to gather all the doggos. So.
Oh, okay.
That's the Lord's work right there, my man.
Alrighty. Time to snack while I'm manually crafting things so I can actually... We need... Robert, where are you located right now on the map?
I'm next to your screw dump.
Could you go put a depot on the rotors manufacturer and make it such that it guarantees it'll go to the rotors and not just when it's full.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Mark says I gotta share my Butterfingers.
I appreciate that, Mark. Doc's apparently got a sweet tooth today, so.
Yep. Coming over.
Yep. Perfect.
Spencer, you ready to catch?
Oh yeah. Ow!
Mark says, "Don't forget us roomies too."
You can all have a virtual Butterfinger. Okay. Good work. Hello. Okay. Goncalano Guerra? Okay. Has a Mars bar of his own. Yep. Or a Butterfinger bar. All right, I should have almost getting enough rotors that I can actually start making some more assemblers.
Sorry, Doc. I was trying to help out, but the doggo was here and demanded pets.
Oh, okay. Ashley Foundries. It's a Portuguese name, read like Gonzalo. Okay, thank you. Gonzalo Noguera. Something like that. Okay. Sorry for my lack of knowledge of how to pronounce those well, but... What? When I copy you, I expect you to be facing the same direction. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Spell it awesome. Okay. Okay. It actually is right on that. Okay. Oh, are the doggies wanting more pets even?
Oh, always.
I'm already out of them. Gosh, takes 10. And I've probably got too many. Or I can't even make a craft bench still. I need to come over here and make a craft bench so I don't have to keep running back and forth. I want my Bicket.
So you want to prefer the depot? Depot first.
Depot first, yeah, and then send it down line.
Okay, it is going depot first.
Okie dokie. Thank you. I'm sure that'll help because I'm going back and forth, having to go all the way from iron ore to rods to iron ore to rods to rotors. So
Adristea has a treat of her own. She says, I have a pistachio cornetto ice cream.
ooh,
What's pistachio cornetto?
pistachio I understand. The cornetto I'm not sure.
Oh, really strange. I watched a woodworker on YouTube just a little bit ago who made a pistachio table from pistachio wood.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wood from a pistachio tree.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, you know, it's a beautiful wood, but it's one of those, first off, it's a fruiting tree, so you don't cut them down very often, right?
Yeah.
But it's also very difficult to harvest and cut into wood because it's one of those woods that when it dries, it checks really easily. So there's breaks throughout the whole thing, and actually turning it into boards you can sell is really difficult. So it's pretty
Interesting.
rare, but cool.
Interesting.
Address data says we need to Google what a cornetto is.
Okay.
Mark says, knick-knack, paddywhack, give the doggo a bone, 'cause old Boomer ain't giving the bucket to all
Bigot.
in one zone.
Is there bacon flavored ice cream, Meaty Bacon Man? Just wondering, asking for a friend.
It does exist, yes.
That sounds horrible.
I saw it specifically for dogs.
Bacon
and for
ice
Mega Meaty
cream.
Bacon Man.
And the thank you.
Help
Well,
me,
Doc, while
Rhonda.
you're crafting, can we take you to the university?
Yeah, I've got to turn it off though, so they don't hear ding, 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 ding.
I can mute it.
Okay, 10 minutes, no craft. Oh my.
Mandatory 2-hour union break.
All right.
Good timing.
Yeah. Okay. And he said it was Gonzalo. Okay. Gonzalo has a question. He says, I'm starting with a mega factory. Should I import smelt items or already processed ones? I'm having a really hard time figuring it out. I would import it to the point of getting the iron ingots, potentially, using iron as an example. Although after a lot depends on where you are on the map. Like, for example, I'm in the Dune Desert, and my factory is basically covering almost the whole of the Dune Desert. Underneath the factory are mines all over the place. So, for example, this area that I'm in right here, where I'm building over there, has a coal mine and an iron mine right just off of the platform. So I'm bringing the coal up and I'm bringing the iron up, and I'm smelting the iron into ingots. And so in this factory, basically in this entire factory, I've brought the raw goods, the ores up to the factory and processed the ore at the factory. Now, if I was in a place where the mines aren't as plentiful or easy to get to, I would probably make mini platforms and smelt it into ingots there and transport the ingots and then process it at the factory. Mainly because it's hard to build a big factory in areas like that, so transporting it makes more sense. So it really is. It really, you have to look at your area and figure out which works best for the area that you're building your mega factory. I like bringing ingots into the factory and not having to process it from ore. I prefer that. This particular case, I decided not to do that. So, whichever works. So let's go back to the game. Double time for union being on strike. Uh-oh. So 20 minutes, no crafting, huh? Okay.
It would seem that
What are you
way.
eating, Doc?
Pardon?
What were you crafting?
I was crafting rotors.
Okay, well, now we have.
I only have
some-
9 rotors, so I can't make it build anymore. Say again?
They're appearing in the depot now.
That's true. Let's see. Okay. Ought to be able to build for a bit. That's good. Thank you, Robert.
Come on, guys. The union's on strike. We shouldn't let him build.
Well, he says I can't craft. Didn't say I can't build. So, and it's raining again. I ought to just quit and get out of the rain. You know, nothing in the Fix-It contract says I have to work in the rain, does it?
Nothing in the Fix-It contract says you get time off for being in the rain.
Really? You're going to interpret it that strictly?
What do you mean strictly? Unless there's an exception, then it's default.
Then it's default, huh?
Yeah, if the exception doesn't exist, then it doesn't exist. Oh, now Mark says no construction for 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Okay.
I am improving the rotor line for you.
I look at that and think, oh, that's going to be slippery. I can't do that. Because wet things are supposed to be slippery, right?
You know what? We need to talk to Coffee Stain about that. We need to make workplace hazards.
We need to make workplace hazards.
Doc asked for them. He wants slippery when wet.
Interesting.
And Mark says, "You're welcome, Spencer."
I want to go up there.
I found a bunch of screw manufacturers over here. The ones that are being used for the rotor line, and it looks like you overclocked a bay, but there just wasn't enough rod input, so I improved the rods. So we should have more screws. So we should have more rotors.
Good, 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 good.
So. X-Master says, "Stop the nonsense. The factory must grow."
Nonsense isn't stopping this stream, I promise you that.
Yeah, that's true. We've had plenty of nonsense in this stream, huh?
Beautiful, chaotic nonsense.
Yep. Okay, I've been up this high. What? Is there anything up? No, there's nothing up there. I'm gonna fall.
Yup.
Okay.
There we go. Found the last little bit of Mark II conveyors and upgraded, and suddenly things are just rushing.
Oh no.
By the way, Doc, the depot is full of rotors at the moment.
Cool. I fell all the way down the cliff.
Oof.
Oh.
Mark?
Mark what?
No striking or construction for me. Or no crafting or construction for me.
Robert now can't construct? My.
Wow. First time chat from Panda King, who waved hello.
Is that a unicorn waving in that little picture?
Oh, shoot.
Eddie!
What happened? Did the doggo die?
No.
What happened? What's the problem there?
Keep nothing.
Okay.
I just died.
Oh, what'd you die to?
Falling.
You need to stop doing that. It's not good for your health.
Thank you. Appreciate that extra tidbit of information.
Yeah.
I sure didn't know that.
I mean, I'm sure you know by now.
Oh,
Stuff you would
boy.
have known before you died this last time.
Go away. Go away.
This is the only way Doc ever empties his inventory. Panda King says, I saw your YouTube shorts. They're peak content. 10 out of 10. They've been very helpful.
Thank you. All right.
That's the opposite of Doc's streams, which are, for the most part, not helpful.
They're entertainment. We have fun.
And Eddie says, I'm so glad he never turned off.
What did you do here, Robert?
That's the flying ramp for getting the doggo up there as soon as it's not bugging anymore, okay? I'll get rid of it as soon as the doggo works again, okay?
Where is the doggo?
He's now on the ground here in this hole in the ground.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's just sitting there and won't move.
Sitting there, won't move. Hi. Excuse me? Well, Mr. Doggo. Hi. Oh, boy.
Sorry, I didn't want to leave a hole in the ground.
See the things I put up with? Why did you decide just then to go ahead and plug the hole? Huh?
You know, I was just passing by and realized that, it was just a hole.
Just passing by, right.
So, Zach, the dog is on the ground because I was going to try to move him, and he's obviously, his AI is bugged somehow, and so oh my gosh. I just found the dismantle crate. Anyway, I was going to go move him, and I saw his movement was bugged, so I removed the foundation to see if him falling would reset it.
Now Eddie says you can't deconstruct anything.
And, oh yeah, I violated the no construction. I hope that violating no construction to torture Doc is okay.
Of course it's not okay, Robert. Torturing me is not okay, of course.
Nobody on this stream has ever condoned in any way, shape, or form the stressing or torturing of Doc ever. Not once.
And probably it doesn't matter whether you condone it or not, it still happens. I love how he conducts an orchestra when he's going up and flying.
Trying to keep his balance or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm improving my hypertube cannon and getting out of the way of your building you put right in front of the entrance to the hypertube cannon.
Well, it's your problem in the way where you built the hypertube cannon. I mean, it's not the fault of having... Why do I have a death crate clear out there? My death crate I'm looking for is in the water over here, isn't it?
Good question.
All right. Well, we'll check this one out. Okay.
Oh.
Eddie Ember. Gotta go find a Fred for Ed.
Okay. I would love to. I would be glad to. That sounds like fun.
And make sure you don't build or construct anything on the way.
Why is there a death crate clear out here? That's not the death crate over the edge, is it? Yeah, that's the death crate that's out here. That's not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the death crate that's way down there. Don't fall, Duck. Definitely. Okay, so there's a death crate over this direction, and that's the one I was supposed to be looking for.
Hey, Doc, we do have
Yeah.
a good question for you.
Okay.
And it's from Panda King, who just subscribed, or just started chatting for the first time.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to keep that in view. I'll come back to it. Let's go. Okay. All right. Panda King says, I gotta know, how do you guys plan out these types of layouts? I'm on my first playthrough, and it's a mess. Until I got to take 7 and started making major factories. Take 7, I would assume, would be the milestone 7. And yeah, that's about when the factories begin to start taking shape. So that's really not unusual. Before then, it's kind of a, gosh, you build whatever supplies that you have available because you have a hard time making the supplies to make things look elegant. You don't have enough concrete. You don't have enough plates. You struggle with those kind of things. The way we planned this particular factory out is that we built it up high enough. We went to the highest dune that we could find and started at that level. And then we decided, well, we want to run trucks on this one. So we made sure that we kept paths for roadways, and we deliberately got enough coupons that we could go buy the things to make out of the awesome shop, the things to make asphalt flooring, so that we could make it look different from the regular flooring. So with the asphalt, we made the road paths, and then we made it into blocks, and then we just started filling in the middle of those blocks where we wanted to start the basic factories. So we basically planned it on a grid that we wanted to maintain later on in the game. So that's how this one came to be. Others, we've just tried to create as much floor space as we could, and then built tall as we needed to. So basically, you plan it out with kind of an objective in mind. We wanted to make this one kind of look like a city. And by the time we get to phase 5, it's probably going to look like a city with several high-rise buildings that have factories in them. So we'll enjoy doing that along the way as well. So you begin with an objective, you build to that objective as best you can. Just deconstruct and rebuild things that don't conform to that when you have it in the early game, so you can bring them up to what you want in the later game. And then you just keep moving forward step by step. And that's basically how you plan things out. And don't be afraid to deconstruct things along the way, or just to change your mind and go build somewhere else. Either one. And both of them work. So hope that helps, and let's go back to the game. And let's go find my death crate. Mr.
I'm
PhD.
changing over to my screen real quick.
Okay, keep that button pressed.
I got lucky.
You got lucky. Oh boy.
Yep.
He looks tired too.
So, yeah, this one is Mr. Ed. Okay.
Mr. Ed. The other one's just Ed.
Uh-huh.
And this one's Mr. Ed.
Yep. So, back to you.
Okay,
Now I just have to haul him all the way across the desert, and hopefully this one doesn't die.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't get him killed.
So Panda says, thanks, Doc. Yeah, I've noticed I had to reconstruct a multitude of times. If and when I run another playthrough, I'll try it that way.
Okie dokie.
And Mark said, Mr. PhD, Massacre, what are you looking to get? So I need to know how to work against your ruling to better your build for your world, as it'll mean your build will be virtually impossible.
Then I guess the incentive then is to not share my objectives.
That would be accurate.
And push the button and say that last word.
I'd say that'd be accurate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm struggling with this button today like usual.
Yeah.
The hope is eventually we get things set up here so that I don't have to hold the button every time I talk.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mark, what do you mean when you say bickit? B-I-K-K-I-T. You mean your biscuit as in you want a cookie?
I thought that's what it meant. I can construct now, can't I? All the timers should be done by now.
340. Let me double check. No keep deconstruction was at 334. So yeah, you can deconstruct. I can as well. The 20 minutes of no crafting just expired this minute.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bickit is. He means butter.
Oh. Okay.
He wants himself a Butterfinger. They are quite delicious.
Yeah. Okay. And I have a gap over here due to the terrain, but other than that, we're ready to go. So,
Star S, I just started phase 3. What should I work on first?
make sure that your versatile framework line is viable, still producing, so that you get that space elevator part, and then you've got to start getting the tiers done so that you can get the recipes for your modular engine and your adaptive control unit, because those recipes don't come until toward the end of tier 6 and toward the middle of tier 7. So you really need to get those unlocked so that you can use those. So that would be your first objective, is to really get on those things. Okay. Okay, I need to put a conveyor lift on this. All right, and let's put a splitter. Okay, splitter there. Color change everything in glossy white. Mark.
You know, it could be worse.
Oh, it could be?
Oh, it could
What
definitely
does
be worse.
glossy white look like?
It's not bad.
Okay, so what would the color here be? All Fs or all zeros?
I think it's all zeros. Nope. But you
Okay.
can just move the slider all the way to the right. There you go.
Yeah, it's all Fs.
Uh,
And shiny. And let's see what that looks like. Well, we'll see.
definitely foundations as well.
Oh dear.
Definitely has to be foundations. Yeah, Zach says, remember, it could be Mega Meaty Bacon Man coloring.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're
Okay.
done with this, I think Panda King has an excellent question.
Okay. Well, the world is definitely going to be brighter. Okay.
Kind of reflects the environment a lot.
Yep. Nice, clean hospital white, huh?
There you go.
Okay. Question. Okay. So Panda King has another question for us. How do you collect more hard drives? Is there any quick way of doing it? I see so many videos using alternate recipes and how strong they can be. And you're absolutely right about alternate recipes being strong and being very helpful. I'm using an alternate recipe when I'm creating this little steel factory that I've got going here, and they really help. The trick is go to satisfactory-calculator.com. They will have maps where you can just choose the location of all the cargo wrecks, and they're the ones that have the hard drives. That is your locator to help you locate them, and that's where you can find them. There are enough wrecks to get enough hard drives. In fact, there's about 2 more hard drives than the number of alternate recipes available to you. Also, go to the MAM and do as many of the unlocks as you can, because a lot of the alternate recipes are also found in the MAM instead of just in the hard drives. So alternate recipes there, alternate recipes in the hard drives as well. You get a lot of different things you can make also if you are syncing things, and can get those in the Awesome Shop. So where to find them? Satisfactorycalculator.com. Alternate recipes you can find in the MAM as well. Get those, and I hope that helps you and get you where you want to go. So let's go back to the game. Okay, that is a great question.
Panda King says, thank you, kind sir. I know what I'm doing tonight.
Okay.
And Eddie Ember says, I might be the devil, but Mark is the devil. And Mark says, well,
Actually,
thank you, Eddie Ember. Thank you.
I think he's the devil's assistant.
There you go.
The devil's advocate?
Does he only advocate for him, or does he actively assist? Well, that one didn't work. Good grief. Did I do any of these right? No. I did the first one right, and that's it.
And
Actually,
GJC
didn't even do that one right.
helpfully notes that the map, Satisfactory Calculator, also tells you the materials you need to unlock each cargo, so you can load up with all the right stuff so you can make sure you can unlock the pods.
Yes, and that's incredibly important too. There's no worse feeling than to work on scaling a high location to get a wreck and then realize you don't have what it takes inside your bags, inside your inventory to actually unlock it. That can get to be very frustrating. So yes, good input from our from the rest of the chat window there.
Cool. And Mark says, I ain't played Satisfactory in a while, but I will be back on it for June.
Oh, you're gonna play with us? That would be great if you could.
So one of the things we did for the subathon last year was we held a contest for whoever could kill Doc in the most creative fashion, and that was fun.
I didn't think it was that fun.
I think it was great. I mean, we got some really good deaths there.
So I'm just gonna have a massive hit squad out against me, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Can we have it limited to a certain amount of a time block or something?
Yeah, I think so. I think we did have a couple who wanted to extend it a bit, and we'll need to make sure that every death has to occur within 2 to 5 minutes. Keep it nice and snappy.
Can I fight back?
It totally depends.
On what?
I guess it kind of depends on how they kill you. I mean, if they kill you the way Whitestone did, you're gonna get crushed by a train.
Oh, that was funny.
That was so good.
That was
Getting killed by a mechanic that you didn't know existed in the game. That was something.
Yes, that was definitely something.
And we have a first-time chat from X3D. And it was just a laughing emoji, but welcome.
Okay, well let's get some splitters on these.
And X3 says, hey.
Hey to you.
And Meaty Bacon Man, just so you guys know, inserting evil laughter is always appropriate.
Inserting evil laughter.
Yes. Especially when you're baking cookies.
Oh yeah.
What?
Just send those virtual cookies this way,
Did you just say ritual cookies?
Virtual cookies.
Evil ritual cookies? Wow. Okay, I'm now crossing a road with the doggo and hoping he doesn't get run over.
Just keep that doggo safe.
Oh no, he just disappeared. No! Oh, there he is. Goodness. I'm sorry, this is rather nerve-wracking.
Sounds like it.
Bacon says, I can bake some ritual cookies. I'm proficient both in cooking and black magic.
Oh dear. Invite Garrett. He's good at black magic too.
Is that because of his hair color? Come on.
I don't
No, that
think
was
so.
Garrett's term for using creative methods to duplicate items in game.
Oh, I think I remember him mentioning that now.
Doggo again. Come back.
No,
Where are
no,
you?
Garrett, Robert, don't lose poor doggo.
It's like he just finds a spot and disappears.
Mr. Ed, no!
Well, he should reappear. I mean, because he's your friend, right?
There he is. Gosh darn it. Come here.
You assume this thing actually likes Robert.
How about if you show your screen?
Here he is. And it looks very, very weird here at night. Everything turns the same shade of blue. There's no variation in this world at all. Eddie says, I should really make this harder on Robert, but I think I'll abstain. I appreciate it.
I do appreciate that. Oh, but we'll have two doggos to give us nonsensical equipment and
Yes.
such.
3D says, wait, splitters on top of lifts works? Is this
Oh,
a 1.2 thing?
absolutely. No, that's a 1.1 thing. Yeah, in 1.1 you could start putting splitters on top of the head, on the head of these lifts, and they actually introduced, in addition to that, the ability to put a lift on the riser part, the part that goes above, gosh, let me show you. So you put a lift here, and I'm going to do it up. You're watching me right now.
No, they're watching me right now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Nope. I'm trying to keep the doggo here, while at the same time.
Mark, you're gonna give Eddie a heart attack. Stop it.
Okay, come on, buddy. Almost here.
Okay. Close him in. Okay. Now you'll know he'll be on that floor somewhere.
Hey, buddy. There we go. Gotta get him over to the hub.
Okay.
Oh, right into the hub. We'll just come on through here, and I'll give him a pen just like the other one.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, don't go exploding him. There you go.
There we go. Hold on.
Now you need to get Ed up there.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that.
All right, so you're back at me. So basically, yes, you can put conveyors, mergers, splitters, any one of these sorting devices you can put on top here, and it'll snap to it, and you can turn it around. Okay, the splitter you can't turn around. You can turn a merger around, so you can put it there. You can also put it anywhere through in here, and put one there, and you can put one there, and you can put one on the bottom if you don't have. Now the requirement then is that you can't that you can't have anything already attached to the lift. In other words, if I already had a conveyor up here, if I already had a conveyor up here already on the lift, I can't put a merger or a splitter over the top of where the conveyor is already attached. So get rid of the conveyor, put the item on there, and then put your conveyor into whichever port you want it to be in. So that's what came new with 1.1. So that's been around for a bit.
Freddy says, I see. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you betcha. It's neat finding those new things. Oh, I didn't know you could do that type stuff, you know?
Agreed. Panic Attack says, good evening. Found you earlier this week through your shorts, and it's been really useful.
Fantastic.
Saw you were live. I thought I'd pop in to say hi and thanks.
You bet. Appreciate you doing that. That's pretty neat.
And Iggy Pop says, just want to say I love your channel. Appreciate all your tutorials.
You betcha. We'll just keep on doing those. In fact, we probably need a little bit of help. We've done so many tutorials. We're having a hard time coming up with new subject matter, new things that people want. That's why we created the Q&A thing to answer questions on the fly. But we actually like to research new things and make tips. We're on tip 118. And after that many tips, you can probably imagine why we're struggling to find more subject. But if you could help us out, log into our Discord. There is what's the folder name called, or the channel name called? Satisfactory Tips or something?
You mean the playlist?
No, not the playlist. The place in Satisfactory for them to suggest new tips.
Oh, in the Discord?
Yeah, in the Discord. Sorry, what did I say?
You were saying the place in Satisfactory or whatever.
Yeah, Coffee Stain made him his own little forum.
Okay, fine. Make fun of Doc.
Well, yeah.
Stop making it so easy.
Okay. I'll try to stop making it so easy.
I only pick low-hanging fruit. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a video. It's the video suggestion channel. And yeah, there have been a couple here that we've picked up and turned into videos. Sometimes suggestions go in there. We reply and we say, "Hey, here's the video that we've made on that subject." Because sometimes they're titled kind of weird. It's hard to find them. So. And Panic Attack says, "Hopefully 1.2 will give you lots of new content at least."
Well, I hope so. We're hoping there's a bit more than just the redo for trucks and the fluid truck. Hoping a little bit more than that. But then again, they're probably saving a little bit of content for a paid update in the fall. So they're probably getting into a pattern where the one in the spring to early summer is the kind of the minor update, so to speak, and the major update will be in the fall. I hope. At least I hope so. So, a lot of good things they could do with the content. I actually like this color. This is pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah, I like it too. I like brighter factories. Doc and I are very different. I like dark mode on all apps and everything else. Doc hates dark mode. He always wants light mode. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to games, I can't stand dark games. When I can't see what's going on, it drives the bejesus out of me.
Okay.
So, I like nice white, whatever.
To translate that means it drives him nuts. Okay.
Yes. Bejesus is a kind of nut that's found in South America.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of a joke, but I can't think of one that's not racist.
Okay. Megan says, "I look forward to stress testing Infinite Nudge with the truck routes. I can make trains float using Nudge with rails, and I'm curious to know if I can make trucks fly too."
That will be fun.
I would imagine so, because like when you go to deconstruct a road or a foundation, you will end up selecting, or when you middle click, it will end up selecting the path. So
can we do night mode? Can we do night mode in the experimental build without any mods? I mean, are we even capable of it? Is the question.
Right. Let me check, because there are some console commands we can use. I will check, Mark.
See you later, Eddie.
Thanks for your donations. Appreciate you helping the channel out.
Doc, we have a question looking for some advice, and it's not Satisfactory related, but I think it'd make a great little university tip. How about that?
Okay. Let's go then. All right, Iggy popped. So do you have a recommendation for careers for people who love engineering and manufacturing but hate school? I'm very interested in such a career but don't like the idea of 4 years of school. The way to do that, there are self-taught disciplines that you can get into that. I think Spencer would be the one to talk this through the best, because he is kind of the same situation, doesn't want to really go to 4 years of formal school. So you can go to a trade school, pick up a trade, and then you can pick up on your own applications that do architectural drawings, for example, engineering drawings. There's a lot of very inexpensive CAD systems that you can learn how to to do the engineering aspect of it, and they can be self-taught and self-learned. Lots of good information on YouTube about those kind of things. So you get a trade, get experience in the trade, and then move yourself from being in the trade, learning as best you can about everything. You move into management there, and then you can eventually move yourself into, with experience on the job, into more of a manufacturing sort of engineering aspect of that. Now, you'll never make it into a large company like Boeing or any aerospace company or any other engineering type company, because they're a kind of a degree first entry point. But you can definitely create your own business and work yourself into being self-employed, doing those exact things by just learning it through your own grit and determination. And there's a lot of places that'll take you on and just show you the ropes along the way too. So don't give up on that idea. Getting a mentor that's willing to teach you and bring you along side by side with that person, male or female, man and woman, whatever, so that you can move forward that way. I took the formal education route and found that to be very successful. I've got 3 boys who are not of that ilk. They much prefer to learn it as they go. Robert's become an excellent editor just by learning it all on his own, literally. Between YouTube videos and tutorials online, he's learned it all by himself. Garrett Spencer has gone to welding school to learn that trade, and he'll easily be able to learn how to engineer from that aspect. So yes, there's a lot you can pick up on your own. I had a grandfather who, through his book learning, became the chief water chemist in the water department in Fargo, North Dakota. He was asked, well, where were you educated? And he said, well, this Fargo, North Dakota high school. And he said, no, where'd you get your university education? He didn't. I mean, you can fool people by what you pick up on your own, and you can do that very well. So I hope you have success in that, and good luck to you. And let's go back to the game. Interesting.
Now, I will comment. One, Doc is also a university professor. So, asking Doc, not wanting to go to college hurts Doc in many ways.
Okay. Yeah, philosophically, it's kind of against the grain. But there are people, I've seen them, there are people who just don't adapt well to that kind of, to the type of rigor that they put you through in a university type of schedule. So none of these are lighting up.
For me, when I decided to go to welding school, it wasn't because I didn't think I could make it in college. It wasn't because I didn't. It was because college didn't have anything that matched my interests, really. I did a lot of hobbyist blacksmithing when I was younger. Welding very much, tickled that part of my brain, and so it was, I followed what my passion already was. And so even though I'm not welding currently, because I'm still looking for a job, I would very much prefer to be welding because it's something that I find intriguing and interesting, and I love working with my hands. So yeah, I mean, technically, would I probably make more money if I went to college and had a 4-year degree and found something in that avenue that that fit? Yeah, I could, but at the same time, my limiter is what I'm willing to learn and those sacrifices I'm willing to make to learn it.
Cool.
So, Robert, what happened to... Oh, that's what happened to my power. I'll bet you I just figured it out.
Hey, Doc.
I was going to blame you.
Oh, wow. I've never done anything ever to make you suspect me. Why would you ever even... I'm disappointed in you, Doc.
Yeah, right. I can't believe that you would even think that I wouldn't suspect you first. That's better.
Okay, Doc, can I have you try something?
I think maybe.
Hit the tilde key,
Okay. Yep.
and in camel case, write set time of day space 0.
It's still light outside.
Yeah, it wasn't working on my computer either. We're on a server.
Okay.
So the question is, do we have a server console?
Not that can set those type of things, no.
Yeah.
All right. Get back to what I was doing here.
I'm not being allowed to complete any commands. I wonder if I need to authenticate as an admin on the server.
Okay. So you think these are going to end up being server commands, huh?
Yeah, there is a server command to do it.
This is the time of day thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Trying to be in the dark. Mark's trying to put me in the dark again.
You guys
Yeah.
are going till 5, right?
Yep. Yep.
Well, Doc, I've used the most common passwords for the admin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go get dinner, and then I'll be starting my stream around 5, and
Okay.
so when you guys are done, I'll be.
Alrighty.
So,
Sounds good.
all right.
Spencer is exiting the building.
In case I don't see you guys again tonight, have a good one.
Alrighty. Okay. Just want to check to make sure all these are yellow. They should all be yellow, and then I can put some mergers on this backside. Okay. Time for mergers. All right. So Robert, you still searching for methods?
Well, I authenticated with the server, and now I'm at the server console, and all the commands are saying unknown.
Yeah.
And Bacon asks, will the server be vanilla?
If they allow us to have mods, and I'm sure they will, but if they allow, doggone it, if they allow us to have mods, I'm going to at least have infinite soup, infinite nudge, infinite elevators. I'm wondering about flex splines. I like flex splines. Robert does not. There's a little bit of rework that you have to do sometimes with flex splines when it gets long. And Robert doesn't like the rework. Not that he doesn't like to do the rework, it looks really ugly if you don't fix it sometimes.
And I don't like building factories that you later find out are bugged that looked fine at normal, and then you have to go chase down that bug, and then eventually you finally find it was a flex spline problem.
So at least the 3 infinites that I mentioned
Yeah.
are desirable. I would also like, if they fix it, if they get it available, I like the snap-on.
Yeah, you like those?
I like that. Snap-on is a mod that lets you take the splitter or merger and attach it directly to the machine. And I want to experiment with that a little bit. Like, I'd like to experiment with it in the respect that if you attach it directly to the machine and then you overclock the machine beyond what one conveyor would do, would it then allow you to have 3 times the output? For example, if I had only a 120 belt and I overclocked a machine to do 360 output, like a miner in particular is what I'm thinking of, would that allow that splitter to then give you 320 belts if it's attached directly to the machine?
I doubt it, but no.
It seems like a logical extension to what Snap-on would do, because the mergers and splitters don't have a limiter as far as the throughput, at least no documented limiter. You put the same merger, the same splitter on a Mark 7 belt, 6 belt as you do a Mark 1 belt, for example.
Yeah.
So, okay, and that's why I'm wondering in particular.
Okay, so we don't have cheat mode enabled, so we can't use those commands. That's what the issue is.
Okay,
Oh well.
so we don't have cheat mode enabled?
Yeah.
Okay, they call it cheat mode now, huh? Hey, doggy.
You have a dog popping up underneath your desk?
No, I hear him over there going flap, 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 flap as he scratches
Oh,
behind
yeah.
his ear. It's just kind of funny sounding.
Okay, Doc, how about the new color scheme?
The new color scheme? Oh, what did you do?
Yeah, Mark says jet black and shiny plush pink.
Oh, I liked the other one.
Yeah, the other one's cool. I think this one's alright.
That's all right, but come on.
The white was nice.
The white was nice, yes.
We have a
Exactly.
great question from Dark Soul.
Okay. A university type question?
Quite certainly a university question.
Okay. Let me just see if the ingots... Yeah, the ingots are coming through. Yes, yes, yes. The ingots are coming through, but I don't... Doggone it, I do not see the coal coming through. So I'm going to have to check that out. But let's take this question. Okay, Dark Soul asks, at what point do I need to start using trains? I just started phase 4. You need to use trains when the amount of spaghetti you've amassed trying to use conveyors, or the number of trucks that you've had to use just get constantly tangled up, and you just need something stronger, more efficient. If you can overcome those 2 problems, you can avoid using trains forever if you'd like. You just go straight to drones when you get to tier 7. But, you know, realistically, actually, I think drones don't come till tier 8, do they? Anyway, they come late in the game. Realistically, what you treat trains as is reliable transportation when you need to take things a fair distance and you need it to just work constantly. Drones and trucks have the challenge of having to be constantly refueled. And with that restriction, you really need to work on making sure your refueling stations, keep working. So you've got two aspects. You got the truck transporting the goods, and then you've got either another truck or something transporting whatever fuel you're going to use. So trucks get pretty cumbersome as time goes on and as they get more robust. I would use them in short distances, but I wouldn't use them in long distance. So when you've got long distance situations, you use trains, and that's just your next logical mode. You use drones when you've got to transport something over long distance, and you have rough terrain that you don't want to take a train through. Then you trade it off and use drones. So that basically is the way you treat things. And when you would want trains versus drones versus trucks and versus conveyor systems. So hope that helps, and let's go back to the game. And we got a couple first-time chats there.
Yeah, Mr. DeGreat says, also, train stations work for moving power long distances.
Yeah, I love that aspect of it too. So, yeah, if you take the main train station, you power up your main train station, and then you take your train out where you want to pick something up. That train station has an empty power node on it. You don't need to power it up, but you can take power from it, and that makes it really, really easy. Like, you got a mine way out there that you want to bring the stuff in, just take a train to it, because you're going to have to transport the stuff back anyway. Take the train to it, get the power from the train, and put your miner on it and get everything going, and you've got transportation and power all in one package, which is really, really nice. So good suggestion, Mr. DeGreat. Appreciate that. So, and we got a first-time chat from Frosh waving at us with his cone heads there. Okay. Oh, there's pink stripes going down the side of our conveyors, Robert. Interesting.
Isn't that so cute?
I didn't ever notice those stripes before. Probably because it wasn't such a dramatic color. Okay, let's power up this side. Oh, let's go fix the coal. See what's going on with the coal. Coal's not even going up the conveyor. What did...
Excuse me? I'm catching strays for everything now, Doc.
I'm sure it was you that messed this up. Couldn't have possibly been me that...
I'm sure it's definitely me.
Yes, definitely. I mean, you're the... Anyway. Okay.
Doc, I'm going to sleep the modular engines.
I was tempted to do that.
I'm definitely going to do that. The other ones are almost done, and I don't want to wait for another 10 hours so we can move on.
Is that what you calculate it's going to take? Or are you just guessing?
I'm guessing, but I think it's a decent estimate.
Okay, I need to...
Osray asked, he wonders if in the console, if you try typing the first couple letters and tabbing or using arrow keys to complete, it actually does come up with a list, and I do type it exactly, or I tab to have it autofill, and it still doesn't function. So it's kind of weird that it shows up, but it doesn't work. And it specifically doesn't work because we don't have the right cheats enabled.
So something like r.fog wouldn't work either.
r.fog does work.
Really?
So they have console commands, debug commands, and cheat commands.
Okay.
console and debug commands don't work. Or work, but the cheat commands don't.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I fixed your mistake, Robert.
Thank you so much for fixing my mistake. I'll do better in the future. I won't let it happen again.
Thank you. See, repentance isn't all that hard, is it?
Sure.
Now I feel better.
Danny says, just got the game today. I'm enjoying it, but it's daunting seeing all your stuff being so advanced. I'm looking forward to playing more, though. Have a great day.
You bet. And enjoy the tips along the way. I hope they help.
You know, for Danny and for anybody else who is fairly new to the game, this game does an excellent job at kind of pulling you along and introducing things a little bit at a time. So there are some difficulty spikes. I won't say there aren't, but the game is very good at teaching you what you need to do as you go along. So don't worry about it terribly.
Okay. All right. They're starting up. So that's good.
And Mr. DeGreat says, by the way, Doc, been seeing your shorts on YouTube, and I love your stuff. You reactivated my Factory Edition.
All right.
First stream I've made it to.
Okay. Appreciate you making it to a stream, and, you know, glad it got your interest peaked again. And 1.2, the timer going up there, if you've not heard, that timer is the number of days until 1.2 is released to the production version. So we're looking forward to that, that's for sure.
I would say I definitely. I like seeing some new stuff. Although we've already seen most of it, you know. But
Yeah.
it'll be nice seeing it in its
And it's
final.
real production form, yeah.
Yeah, especially if there are any extra features. So.
I love that. I did go watch the video they released last Tuesday. They really did a good job of introducing it. That was funny. I mean, they are so creative there. It's really neat. And if you haven't seen the video, you ought to, you know, search Coffee Stain Studios and look at their latest. Because, you know, they just did a good job. At the beginning, you think you're just looking at trains. And then as they keep zooming out, you see that it's in the form of a date. So that's really cool.
Mr. DeGreat says, I'm sad we're not getting Mark III pipes, but the fluid trucks are a massive improvement.
Yeah. You know, I haven't used the fluid fluid trucks yet. Just haven't done that yet. So. All right. Then after I get these, all powered up, the next phase is to make some beams with them. Okay. Okay, upgrade those poles to Mark II poles. They were Mark I poles at that point. So, okay. Okay. All right, that powers all of them up. Now, oh, no, I missed one. Hi, puppy. Hey, baby girl.
The dogs are just going from person to person to person,
Yeah.
looking for love.
Yep, they are. So she came over and put her head right on my lap, and looked at me with her big brown eyes, and says, "Pet me, pet me."
She is certainly very polite in her begging. Well, mostly polite. She does get a little bit insistent. She's, coming up underneath the table and just nudge, nudge, nudge.
Yep. She's polite but insistent, is what you're saying.
There you go. Frosh asks, is the doc a doc in real life?
He is. I had my PhD in Management of Information Systems Technology. So I managed IT people. And enjoyed working with computers ever since I had my first Commodore 64. Or TRS-80 64, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking there for a second. That's a video game console, Doc.
Yeah, that wouldn't work too well.
I mean, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I even read Doc's dissertation.
He even helped me edit my dissertation.
Yep.
Okay. Now that I have ingots, I just want to make sure that each one of these are actually working. Okay, that one's not getting coal. So let's figure out why it's not getting coal. I probably missed a conveyor or something.
Frosh says, a colleague. I'm an electronics engineer in Germany.
All right. Cool. Okay. All right, it's just taking the coal a little bit of time to get over here. I do need to go check and make sure that that miner is overclocked. So bear with me a second while it looks like every intent. Yeah, it looks like that conveyor is full. I had tried to overclock these to 480, but it might not be fully overclocked. It is not. And I don't have any. Okay.
For some reason, ooh, Doc, guess what?
What?
We have our first traffic jam.
Really? Okay.
But it's the same traffic, one of the same traffic jams we've seen before.
Okay. I wonder why it took so long to develop. What was the unique thing that happened to create that problem?
Well, this is a circumstance we've seen many times before where we have the truck.
Show your
that-
screen.
Sure.
Okay.
We have the truck that brings the steel beams here.
Uh-huh.
And so it takes the inner corner to do this. And of course, all the vehicles want this inner corner instead of being willing to come out here
Uh-huh.
and swerve in. They come and take this inner corner and land behind it.
Is there another truck under
It's
it?
already.
There is a truck under it.
yeah, as Bacon was asking earlier, you know, which one takes precedence, say one on the track or not. One on the track, obviously, it definitely does. So I'm just gonna drive this guy out of here. And that might have been what happened because he was trying to leave. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna tell it to go again. So it'll lock onto here, and we'll get out of here and see if they just start to unclog because they quite up. Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're
So-
starting to move.
The question is, will these guys decide who gets to go first? And if I hit the dismantle, you'll see the two of them are approaching the same intersection here.
Yeah, so that's why the truck on the left is not going, because the tractor on the right is on that same green space.
Oh,
Now-
no, they were trying to go right. Oh, okay, good. That guy goes right. This guy and gets him out of this intersection, so now
Yep.
they can all go.
Yep.
Okay. It's filled. It's just this guy who gets stuck every once in a while when he comes in.
Right on that corner.
On that corner.
Yeah.
And really comes down to he comes in, everybody else wants to take this inside corner because they see this as being quicker than this. Which is weird because what I thought was, or at least what typically happens in the pathing algorithm, is something like this break right here usually has a virtual addition to the length of the path, so it will avoid that. That's how the trains work, at least. And so I'm wondering why the trucks don't do that as well, where they just say, oh, I don't want to take this one because it's going to take an extra 30 seconds here. So
Or actually another half second maybe.
well, it's a half second, but it's in the train algorithm, they add a bunch of extra time to it. Just
Okay.
by saying you pass through a path, we don't, or through a station, we don't want you passing through the station, so we're going to add 30 seconds to it when doing your calculations.
Oh,
So. Yes, Frosh, my name is Robert. I am Doc's son and his editor, and I get to hang out with my dad.
yep. And I get to hang out with my son.
It's a pretty good
And
deal.
actually, it's been two sons lately. Lately, it's been Spencer joining us as well.
Hi, I'm here. I'm just eating my dinner before I stream tonight.
Yeah, he's over there with something that smells really good. And it's dinner time, and I'm hungry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm gonna go home and force Garrett to make pork steaks for us.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have to cook tonight. Mama Doc is almost done with her book that she's been writing. So that's pretty cool.
And that one will also be for sale, right?
Oh, yeah. And we just ordered a batch of books for Garrett to sign and sell as autographed copies for anybody who wants one during our subathon. So we have 12 days for them to arrive, and it said you generally count on a week to a week and a half. So I'm hoping that that's accurate. Because if it is, we'll have books available for the subathon. Autographed copies of the books. You can buy regular copies on Amazon. We'll provide that link as well. But for a bit more, you can get one autographed by the author. And that author is my other son.
And that will make 3 members of the family having books published and available for sale. So. I keep on getting told that I need to get back to what I've been writing and finish that up. And no gulps of time for me. By the way, Doc, I hope whatever you're doing out there with fuel includes more power.
What am I doing with fuel?
Oh, you were doing stuff with fuel earlier, weren't you?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Well, You're gonna need to do some fuel stuff with fuel soon, Doc.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What I'm saying is I'm going through and fixing all of these lines that have been backed up and making them more efficient.
Yeah, you're putting sinks on everything, doggone it.
Yes, sir.
Stop it. Stop it. I counted that downtime a little bit.
Sorry.
So we're at 10 gigawatts, and we're using 6.3 gigawatts with our max consumption at 9.2. So
I just want that line to be perfectly
we're
straight.
only 800 megawatts away from disaster. You could keep us from having that disaster, Robert, by just laying off. But I guess I'm not going to be able to persuade you otherwise, am I?
No, sir. Okay, Doc, did you build an entire line for encased industrial beam somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, so there's like a temporary line here that's feeding a dimensional depot uploader full, but it was getting all of its,
Are you talking about here at the steel factory?
yeah.
Yes, I needed encased industrial beams to make conveyor belts. Didn't have enough. Needed to quickly make a line so that I could supply myself and the dimensional depot, because the dimensional depot on the other one isn't uploading for some reason.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go fix that next, but I'm gonna dismantle this.
No,
you still
please.
have half an industrial storage container full that's uploading. I'll leave that part.
If you why
It's
why,
not making anything because your industrial storage container full of concrete's empty,
right,
so it's not doing anything.
right,
I
which
must
means
just-
all I have to do is fill it with concrete and it's making things. Fine, do it. Do what you
Yes.
please.
Factory must be more efficient.
I believe in lean principles until it doesn't suit me.
Ah, yes.
I don't have my leggings on. That's why I couldn't jump much. And my mug isn't there, and my... Oh,
Mark
gosh.
says, well, Doc, I need to get the pillow sorted. You and Robert and Spencer be good, be kind, and most of all, stay safe.
All right.
Till the next stream, take care.
Okay.
Midnight Roomies, it's 22, 48 hours, and I'm up at 5.
Okay. Ta-ta for now. Okay. 22:48 means it's 12 minutes till 11 his time. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep, so of the 3 stories, we only have Garrett's book currently up for sale. And it can be found if you guys click on this QR code that's popping up on screen. If you go to that QR code, you'll find it on Amazon. It's a rather funny adventure story for a young teen, or anywhere from like 11 to 14 years old. But it's a pretty short story about a boy who inherits the family pizza shop. And turns out there's shenanigans, of course.
There's a little bit more to this pizza shop than the average pizza shop, that's for sure.
Yep. And Doc, do you know could you say a good synopsis of Britta's book? All I know is it has something to do with time travel or something like that.
Yes, it basically the main character can see things happening in the past, and she sees spirits around her, and these spirits want her to fix something, and so you get this interesting juxtaposition between a story in the Roman era and some things that are actually historically accurate in the Roman era to today, and that play back and forth between a young girl. This is also a teen age book, so there's that play between the two, and we're gonna need to get some of her books also and get them signed and make them available. That is another very good teen book. And just like the channel, we keep it clean, keep it perfectly acceptable for any Christian family or religious family to want to read or let their kids read. So that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so beams are made out of just a constructor, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to see here.
I love the rain on this dark concrete. You get a good reflection against the sky. I hope the rain, it looks like it's actually stopped clearing up now, which is unfortunate, because I really wanted to see the rain at night with the lights and...
Okay, so it's 30. With the lights? Oh. So,
yeah, street lights.
okay, 30.
When you're ready, Doc, we do have a good question from Dark Soul.
Okay, 16. Okay, let's go. Doc, a question. How do I know how many of an item I should make per minute? That's a question actually that comes up quite often. And realistically, I never shoot for a specific rate per minute. Basically because you're going to need more than you produce at any given time. In other words, you'll produce what you can right now, but later on you'll start needing parts that need more of those things that you started by making, at the beginning. Like, for example, iron ingots. You're going to make as many as you can from a mine, and then you're going to need more than that. You're going to make a second line and a third line and a fourth line. So my rubric is basically whatever conveyor belt I have, I find out how much that conveyor belt handles to bring in my raw goods, and I build as many machines as I can that use just what that conveyor belt will give to my machines. That maximizes your efficiency and gives you hopefully a surplus at first that later could be used as you build out your lines. So you, for example, you have iron ingots. You're making as many iron ingots as you can, and you need plates, and then you need rods, and then you need reinforced iron plates. So you're going to be using more of those plates. Then you need your modular frames, and the modular frames use both the reinforced iron plates and rods, and on and on and on it goes up the stream until finally you're using tons and tons of iron ingots. So the question there really is, how many can I make out of the conveyor that I have to bring the raw iron ore to my factory? And then you build out as much as you can out of every single mine. Then when you upgrade the mine, you upgrade the line to make more and increase the amount that line can make. So you started a conveyor that does 60, then 120, then 240, then 480. You keep on moving up the stream and building it out more and more. And when you get a Mark II miner, you upgrade that. On and on and on you go. It goes, trying to make as much as you can out of the single mine that you've got available. So I hope that helps, and let's go back to the game. Okay, so I can make 16 constructors, and I'm going to have this be two-sided because I don't generally have enough room, so I'm going to have it be two-sided going out that direction. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll turn that around. And one, 2. I didn't tell it what to make. Doggone it. We're going to make steel beams out of these, folks. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The standard street lights in this game don't quite. They illuminate about 2 blocks.
Yeah? Only 2?
2 foundations, right?
Wow.
Which we have a road that's 5 foundations wide, so
Right.
street lights on either side don't quite get enough, which is unfortunate.
All right.
Well, Doc, it is about, it's almost 5 till.
Okay. Five till. That means I gotta quit.
Yeah, it's about
Means
that
Mama
time.
Doc's gonna want dinner, so I gotta go fix dinner. She's so buried in getting her book edited.
Yeah, she sent a version to Garrett for his
She
latest,
did.
but-
She did. Oh, good.
Or at least she said she was going to. She talked to him about it.
Okay.
She didn't offer it to me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you feeling slighted?
Not really. I've read the book twice.
Oh, I haven't read it all the way through yet. Okay. Well. It is 5 minutes till. It's been a great day. We've had a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Thank you all for coming and contributing, both in words and in money and in just helping us along as a channel. We really appreciate. Do remember, if you want to play with your friends, Ping Players is a great solution if you want a server. We've been playing on a Ping Player server all day long today. You see how well it performs. It looks, just like regular, normal Satisfactory. So it allows you to play with your friends without much problem. You just have to have an IP address that they give you, and you log into their server or into the game, and away you go. It doesn't take long to set it up either, which is really nice. And Doc 35 will allow you to get 35% off your first period of time that you sign up for. So that is really, really good too. So it's been great having you with it. We'll be back online tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody then. Until then, see you later. Bye-bye.